Oh, yeah.
We do. Oh, hacks. Yes.
You know
I knew I forgot one. I didn't
the hoodies?
forget them. I saved them for their own little bit.
Dude, no, the other thing, the Hacks hoodies, they're actually super comfortable.
You remember the one that you got in Katowice?
I have
The
it.
black
I have one.
I've been wearing that. I've actually been wearing that constantly. It's very nice.
I'm wearing it right now. It's invisible.
I was going to say, I definitely missed that one.
It's next level technology
Good
that
one,
those guys
Owen.
do.
Good one.
Yeah. All right. So it hasn't been a very even day of Dota 2, but it has been entertaining.
Well, actually, it's been quite even, really. Technically, we've only had 2 zeros, and both of those numbers are even.
Both. That's only one.
Actually, no.
Zero's not
Zero's
even.
not an even number. Is
Zero's not.
is zero an odd number?
No.
Zero's
Isn't
not. No.
It's got a special name for it. Someone knows.
Well,
Someone knows.
Someone in chat is typing a very long.
Nahaz knows.
Nahaz definitely knows.
I'm not going to look it up for you guys, even though I got
I mean, it's not an even or an odd number, really. It's nothing.
It's 0. All right. So, you know.
Did you know that 0.9 recurring actually equals 1?
What?
It's true.
I don't know what you said.
0.99999 infinitely recurring is the same as 1. It equals 1.
What about 1.9999999?
Is it?
That equal to 2?
Yeah, of course it does.
Why?
I mean, if
Well, if you take 1...
Owen with some knowledge.
if you take 1 and you divide it by 9, that's 0.111111 recurring. If you times 0.111111 recurring by 9, you get 0.99999 times recurring. So 1, therefore, equals 0.9 recurring.
You know, Shiv, this is what he was doing during the games when Owen's just scrolling through some math
it's
stuff,
true.
trying to figure. I was like, I don't know what he's doing.
You know, it's sort of
Why
maths
did-
like this that proves that the whole world is flawed.
Why
we are
did you
living
do
in some
that?
sort of universe.
Why
Say
did
the
you-
Earth is flat.
No, I said the Earth is the
I
world
heard-
is
I
flawed.
I heard flat
I heard
as well.
flat as well. And
I mean, the Earth is
Some
flat. I mean, we
UK
don't need to go into that
UK
discussion.
stuff right here.
All right, so Liquid versus paiN Gaming is going to be our last series of the day, and it's actually especially exciting for 2 reasons. There's one, which is paiN Gaming is actually doing really well. They just come
paiN
off
Gaming's
hot of WESG. They came second there, and they are on top of their region, which is starting to look better and better every tournament that goes by. And then on the other side, you got Team Liquid, obviously your TI champs, but they're playing with heen as a stand-in, so it's a little bit curious about how they're going to perform, which I think is very exciting, especially to people who are looking forward to seeing OG versus Liquid, who are both playing with their coach as a stand-in.
I'm looking forward to see what roles are going to be coming out. Will we get
I mean,
the KuroKy?
surely
Will we
we're
get
gonna
MC
KuroKy.
play mid? Will Matu play mid? Who's going to go
sure we're
where?
gonna
So
get
I'm
KuroKy.
thinking Matu's mid, KuroKy,
Yeah.
and then heen support 5.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely what we expect at least.
Yeah.
But you never know with Liquid. You know, they could turn up and want to have a bit of fun.
You're
with it.
curious.
GH plays carry. No, GH definitely playing 4. I think that's that's
Yeah.
the most
Yeah.
likely.
Yeah, it's the most logical one.
Yeah.
What are you guys expecting from this series?
I think it's going to be close. I think
Yeah?
a lot of people are going to be tuning in, and they may not understand. You know, just the paiN Gaming. These guys are good.
Yeah.
They just came
Sure.
second at WSG. Sure, you know, this is a tournament that's very different. It's not sort of your standard teams going to it, but there were a lot of very good players there.
I mean,
And
they were
paiN
playing
Gaming-
versus 4 out of 5 of VP.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it was-
they
they
were
were-
taking it to them.
They
before those
absolutely.
games.
They did not get steamrolled over in the finals. They definitely had a showing there, and I think
Yeah.
this is a team that a lot of people are sort of used to seeing paiN Gaming. Of course, at a lot of previous lands, they've been playing with only 4 of the players. They've been having Weehaw standing because they've had I don't know what visa issues or whatnot.
Yeah.
Now we've got them as the full 5-man. This is a team that you've really got to watch. And playing against a Liquid that's, you know, it's not the, sure, it's still 4 members of Liquid and heen. It's an incredibly good team, you know, in its own right, but it's not Liquid with Miracle and such. So I think we're going to have a good one.
I think it
I'm
should
looking
be a good
forward.
one indeed. I am actually really curious. You know, guys, for this occasion, for this very special occasion, we actually cloned ODPixel because we are going to check in with him and see what Kuro has to say before this match.
Thank you very much, Steve. Yes, I'm here with, of course, the legendary KuroKy from Team Liquid to get a few quick questions from him before the game kicks off against paiN. Kuro, of course, you guys are here. You have a bit of a change for your roster for this LAN. You have heen stepping it up. I believe we may see some KuroKy carry or such in these games. How excited are you to have a bit of a role swap? Do you enjoy sort of playing something different to your standard support?
I'm definitely excited. It's just a new thing, so don't know what to expect though.
And in terms of course, heen coming back, you know, bringing his sort of coaching skills back to the playing field. It's been quite some time since we saw heen sort of compete as a professional in the game. How is he as a player? How's it sort of been, the dynamic playing with heen inside of the team?
I mean, since we haven't tried it out yet, it's gonna be a surprise for all of us. So let's look forward to it.
Well, we love surprises here at DreamLeague, so I look forward to it too, Kuro. Thank you very much for a few quick words, and back to you, Sheep.
Well, that should prove
I
to
like
be
that.
an exciting
Since
matchup.
we haven't tried at all.
Yeah.
I love that.
You're an excellent interviewer, Owen.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
That's good.
I'm just making sure I can buff my paycheck for TI.
Yeah, I mean,
Cast it, yes. Interview it, yes.
if
You,
the,
you got to do finals.
I'll get to do
Yeah.
finals,
finals.
as the loser
As the
interview.
loser interview.
That's what I'm doing. Every sort of avenue is good. But Kuro, I think speaking to him was great. I think it's quite apparent that these guys are coming to have a bit of fun. Obviously they want to win,
Sure.
but they're going to try something different. As they don't really know themselves how it's going to work out. So I think it's going to be very fun to sort of go on the ride with them.
How do
See
their
what goes
points
on.
work when they're playing with Ian?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
How does
something
it get
that we need
distributed?
someone clever
It's the
for.
same as Zenny so I think everybody gets a little bit of a cut, but Heen is still an official sub because he's an
Yes.
official sub.
Yes.
There is a ruling.
I think they get
know
quadruple
the
points.
Quadruple?
Yeah, that's
Wouldn't everybody
Triple
just
point.
use their sub?
Well, I'm
Wouldn't
sure
you
that's
just
how the
list your
rules
real
work.
player as your sub then if you got quadruple points?
I mean, these they've not figured it out yet. I'm going to be selling this idea to them.
And to be honest, they need to be top 4 first before they can think about what their points would be.
This is true.
That's true.
So,
But as I said, this is. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be good.
yeah.
Having him, as we say, respecting Kuro to play carry. He did this a while back. I say a while back. Kuro, you can trust this guy to pretty much play any role in the game.
I was going to say, I think he played everything in his career.
Yes.
What if it's better than with Miracle?
Well, I mean, Miracle is, I hope they've got some good pizza wherever he is. At home watching. I'm sure he's watching. Hello, Mayor. Hello. He's loving this from home. But no, as you say, it might look really good. And they've already got the points. You say they don't really care if they get sort of a point penalty. They could still make it to TI.
Sure.
Just taking those points with it.
Yeah.
So Miracle is, he's sitting on the edge of his seat here.
So do you think they're gonna change up their drafting style at all? I think they're gonna be playing like very similar Liquid-esque.
I think so.
I think so.
I think there's something much change.
The drafter, Kuro is still the same. He'll
Yeah,
still draft the same type. He'll
yeah.
just have, he can draft for himself. If he wants to play a certain carry, he can draft around it if he wants.
Well, I want to see Kuro prove a point. I want to see Kuro win a game of Arc Warden. That's what I want to see. We saw it
He did
before.
try. He
It
did
won't.
try.
I know that Kuro can do it. I know that he can
Is
pull
this
it off.
really the place to try it? though?
Yes, definitely. This is the place. It is known that Arc Warden actually has a higher win rate in Sweden than anywhere else in the world. And you can look that up. And I can guarantee no one will look that up. So I can say that. And everyone will believe me.
All right.
Because no one's going to look it up.
You're right about that one. You know what? Team Liquid is going to face paiN Gaming. And before the match, Owen had a chance to talk to Tavo.
Yes, Steve, I'm here with, of course, Tavo from paiN Gaming. Tavo, I've got to ask, you've just shown me this incredible tattoo. What's the story behind it? And if the camera can get a show, this is amazing.
I mean, I like lions, and has some meaning for me, like pride, loyalty, and strength.
Awesome. And I've got to ask you guys, obviously, you've come here off the back of just being at WSG. You had, of course, you didn't win, but you came second. It was a massive LAN, huge prize pool. How did it feel after sort of getting a placement like that, coming second and winning $300,000?
I mean, like, we didn't expect to be second, but we were always like, we knew that we could beat the teams there, So still really happy for the result.
Your first matchup is against Team Liquid. Sure, there's a bit of a change. Of course, they have Heen instead of Miracle. How confident are you guys against Liquid here at LAN?
Like, we're always confident, but we used to have expectations for our tournaments. Now we're just different. We just come to the tournament without expectations. I think that's better, Regardless of the result, we're just gonna try our best, and that's it.
That was good to hear, Tavo.
See how it goes.
Yes. Best of luck to you guys in paiN Gaming here at LAN. We'll see how you guys do against Team Liquid.
No expectations, just see how it goes.
the way to
Give
do
it
it.
your best.
Turn up, just focus on your play. And just as a team like paiN, sure, we've seen that they have got a lot of hope, but you come into this and you don't get ahead of yourselves. And I like to see that. These guys, they just came second at a pretty damn big LAN. They won a lot of money. But then, Tavo, he's keeping it cool. He's not getting ahead. He knows sort of this is going to be a challenging LAN in terms of the teams that they're going to have to face. And I think that's the right approach to have.
Yeah, they can learn so much from this tournament. Yeah. Just playing versus some of the best teams in the world.
And here we go. Draft beginning for game 1, Liquid.
So, for me,
What's the plan?
key for me for paiN, getting King RD on a very good hero in the matchup wise on that 4 role. If he can have like this, at least when I saw them playing versus Team Russia, if he can have something like his tanking is incredibly good. His Earth Spirit as well, or the Nyx or Tusk. Like, even depending on the situation, depending on what he's versed. I think they just have to set him up for success in the game versus some cores, etc.
And he's also one of those position 4s that I think he can still make the Earthshaker work, can't he, King RD? We've seen in the past some fantastic stuff from his Shaker.
We have. I'm not.
But it's a very hard
hero to make.
Sure, it's a hard hero to make work. Yeah. Has to really be in the right sort of draft. And as you say, the Tusks, the Sand Kings, the Earthspirits, we're absolutely going to see those come into play somewhere in these drafts. I mean, for both teams as well. You know, GH, he's also going to be liking those heroes.
Dude, that looks so cool. Look at that liquid heen. Oh, I love it.
Oh, he's got himself properly tagged up. I like that. That's nice. So bans so far, nothing too surprising. Of course, take the Nature's Prophet out. Some of the paiN do like to grab themselves each and every game. Get Tavo and such.
So is the Tiny going to get left through? It's always the big one, right?
I mean, yeah, no bans so far from paiN. Final ban from Liquid.
10 seconds.
I think it's going to be really important for them just to play real fast-paced on paiN. So Tiny is left through. See if they want to choose that one up.
Yeah, they take away, arguably, pretty much HFN's most favorable carry here at the moment, the Jara.
Yeah.
Very, very safe pick if paiN are able to get their hands on it, and of course they will take it in the opening. So Liquid ban it out.
I think the Sand King or the Tiny for paiN.
5 seconds.
Getting one of, as you said, one of King RD's heroes to start with is always a good way to begin the draft if you're paiN.
Yeah, I just think the very important thing for paiN is just being able to match the aggression that can come out from Liquid. Very fast-paced draft that can take constant fights, and they go for the Omni Knight instead.
Okay. I mean, already we saw, obviously, the big offlane hero for paiN getting banned out in the first phase, so making sure that they do get something strong for that solo lane before Liquid get the chance to get some more bans through. And there we have it. It's dirty. It's the AA Veno opening from Team Liquid.
So Guardian Angel, not going to be much of a factor already
Not
off of
at all.
those first picks from Liquid.
I mean, in the past, this combo has been ridiculous. Obviously, its patches have changed. The way that it's played has become less effective with the way that sort of play styles have evolved. But still, this combo,
you know what?
So hard to play against.
Is Matu just stealing stuff from our pub that we played yesterday? I picked AA and he picked Veno, and we destroyed that game, Owen.
Can you guys explain why this combination is so good? I'm sure a lot of people know, but there's also
Ice
going to be
Blast and the
people that
damage.
don't.
Damage over time. It's immense amount of magic damage, and with the Ice Vortex, you amplify the Veno quite heavily, and yeah, of course, you get the kill threshold from Poison Nova. But you can put a lot of pressure just even sitting behind this Veno as an AA, because ideally you see this Veno and you see him like kind of playing alone. You try to go on him, he gets ulti off, the AA is behind, you can get turned around on so heavily. So it is a very potent combination. And
they amplify each other.
Yeah.
It's just so nasty to play against. I mean, just the damage numbers that Veno can hit is just something that other sort of heroes like Zeus and such can sort of hit the similar damage done, but
look at Heen.
You get a good ult off, it's gonna go crazy.
Oh, I'm loving this, dude. I love seeing Heen playing again. This is like so exciting.
I bet he's super psyched.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like, Miracle, you want to take a week off? Sure. Put me in, coach. Oh wait, I'm the coach. Let's do it.
I think we can find Miracle probably tied up in a closet somewhere. He's done the job. He's in.
So paiN.
We're not seeing Miracle back again.
Got him.
They do grab the Sand King though. That's like we were mentioning. They're probably King RD's most successful. He's been very, very dominant on that.
They're going to be very happy that they get this.
With the heavy spell damage coming out from Team Liquid, do you feel like paiN needs to focus on something that can work against it, like a Rubik or something?
I
Is it
mean,
necessary to have some extra magic.
I mean, still Rubik's Sand King is not too bad.
I think Disruptor for me just rates a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Overall for the catch.
Okay.
Because then you can actually like kill this Venomancer inside of. You can get this Venomancer like out of position and kill him before he actually gets any spells off, since he's going to be silenced up. And Veno, sure, he's probably going to build like a hood or something along those lines, but BKB won't be for down the line.
Absolutely, he does not want to get BKB on this Veno.
Yeah, not till way later, of course. So they take out the Brood, they take out the Veno, or the Viper, two heroes that can stand decently versus the Venomancer in lane. Because we've been seeing a lot of this, well, at least for this team, the Venomancer mid is very lethal that Matu likes to play.
I mean, as we say, we are assuming but it is going to be the Veno in the mid lane.
More than likely.
Do you think paiN, you see that there's a high chance of the Veno going mid? Are there any sort of heroes that can sort of outlane it? Because there must be a reason, right? We don't see as much Veno, right? There must be a weakness, and I'm guessing some of that can be in the lane if you get a favorable matchup.
They do go for the Rubik anyway, though. Great steal, like she was mentioning, great steal for the tanking.
Oh, super good against Omni.
But this is like the other way around, yeah.
Yeah.
These two great spells that they can. This hero can team.
And AA Rubik very strong in lane.
Yeah. So versus the Veno, I mean, it's a weird hero though, because
10 seconds
you can kill almost anybody with rotations with Gale. It actually does such a crazy amount of damage, and he's probably gonna go like this like 2-2-4 build, have like the Veno wards. So it is strange because most of these dominant heroes actually don't do so great versus Venomancer, like OD and stuff like that. They actually get very punished by Veno.
I mean, I'm surely against me like the Veno or AA. You wouldn't mind yourself one of those sort of mobile mids that's going to be able to do a good job of getting on top of them. They do go for the Disruptor, as you say.
I like the Disruptor a lot for them.
Yeah, already very good in the sense of controlling these two. But for paiN, surely something like a Storm or a Quap could be pretty strong. Even something like a Puck, which is still left, having that sort of jump in and an extra bit of silence could be very nice. Or actually, wait, hang on, we're forgetting a hero here, of course. Talking about jumping in silence, yeah, DP. You get a good blink dagger time and get on top of them. Or does Death Prophet struggle a little too much in the lanes?
It's an AA.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think picking
You
Death
think you
Prophet
just don't pick it if you see an AA?
It makes the game really awkward. Even if you have Omni Knight, the Repel and everything, the game becomes weird. And all right, there.
All right, keeping it green.
The green heroes does love to play, and this is again. Look at their heroes. It's all magical damage versus this Omni Knight. Sure, Repel is going to be a pretty good tool, but Guardian Angel will not be a aspect that they have.
You
to
can
worry
only
about.
save one with the Repel. The other 4 will die.
Yeah.
And towers will die very fast as well. This seems like they want to have a fast game here.
Yeah, they need to get some type of deep push here for paiN.
So we imagine as well what so far this is
They
going
want.
to be Mind Control playing Pugna. So we're still looking for Kuro's hero, right?
Yes.
I think
they
Mind
want
Control will
some-
play the Pugna. Matsumaman's going to play the Veno.
Yep.
You're going to get Kuro's hero last.
So paiN, they need some deep push, and they need a. I mean, I feel like I look at these heroes, and I'm just like, man, everything is just screaming pipe. They need pipe builders. They need to build hoods pretty much on like everybody.
But you also need things that build it fast, because you can't take too long.
Of course.
What builds pipe first?
Well, I mean, the problem for paiN is you've already got your offlaner, and that normally is the hero that you're looking to build the pipe. And you know, sure, Omni can get it, but he's not necessarily sort of one of those calls like an Underlord, something beefy that just naturally builds the pipe very early on.
And they already have their support duos as well. You just got 2 cores left.
They could, of course, we can see the sort of a trend where you have a safe laner, he gets a hood. We've seen a lot of teams do that, you know, in the right sort of games. This is definitely a game where if you're playing the carry, you would potentially consider getting a hood early on if you're paiN.
It's either like hood builders or just very early BKB pickers. Yeah. Heroes that can pick up BKB very early.
And that's the time. They get it through, as you said, just sort of being forgotten as the draft went on. But paiN Gaming will take it.
Good hero to burst. They've got with that like Tiny plus Omni Knight. They have great ways to take out these heroes on the side of Liquid at the moment. I do like that.
I think this is definitely going to be a game where you see Matuma mid get the hood very early on this Veno, and he's going to be feeling, as you say, he's just going to get the chance to get his spells off. As long as he doesn't get caught out by a Static Storm. But other than that, there's just still so much magical coming out of Liquid. And Tiny, he's not really a core that does want to build an early BKB, and he's unlikely to build a hood. This is the thing with this. But as you said, if paiN Gaming can get on top of Liquid and start to sort of break apart the team fight at the start of each sort of push attempt from Liquid, they've got a chance. But if they're getting run down, these heroes on paiN Gaming are going to suffer.
Yeah, I think for paiN, the last hero could be something like that Jug or that Lifestealer. Just these magic immunity built into the hero, and healing ward. Sure, like AA and Veno, they're pretty good versus healing ward because Veno you can snipe that healing ward.
Yes.
But you can turn around and they do take out the lifesteal on the side from Liquid, fearing that one because there's a tanking, so that you have that vehicle to kind of start the fight.
Yeah, smile from Kuro there, because I believe GH did just shell out Arc Warden, dude. I mean, I want to see Kuro. As I said, I would love to see Kuro bring the Arc Warden back.
Seriously, would it fit?
They've got
some
heroes
catch.
to make so much space at the moment on the side of.
You could do it.
They could pick some Uber carry as well, and then just kind of have him on his own, like some DOTA or something along those lines.
I mean,
Liquid.
you get something like a Shadow Blade in the Arc Warden, start moving around, going on people with the slow, setting up for an Ice Blast. You're killing heroes across the map. It's not bad. I think at the end of the day, it's all just down to what Kuro feels like playing.
Yeah. You saved this hero for last.
Because
Nice.
the question is, what
Assuming that he is indeed going
yeah.
to play the character.
Do you continue going full magic, or do we see them sort of draft something that is going to have a bit of a punch? Because obviously at the moment they are entirely magic. Oh, sniper!
Sniper.
How about something like a Juggernaut so they can have the sustain as well? Because that's
They
kind of what they're
themselves,
lacking.
sure, yeah. I mean, I think they banned out the lifesteal. I don't know if you necessarily ban the lifesteal if you want to play Jug.
Okay.
I mean, sure, I guess the lifesteal is better in a lot of other sense, and sort of the carry versus carry matchup is
10 seconds.
not what they're necessarily worrying about. But they know that now what is a safe lane Tiny is going to be the mid sniper.
5
Chug
seconds
Deucer.
remaining.
I mean, this is a little bit of a wild one that's thrown out there, but PA.
Oh, I mean,
seen
I don't
some-
think he'll play PA, but
I've seen some cool
I'd love
PA
it.
back in the day with diving fountains very
Yeah.
early on. So I mean, I don't know. I know he really liked that.
What
hero.
about the Monkey King? Could you get away with that this game?
That doesn't feel like Kuro.
No.
No, I feel like he wants something else that can just be that
What does he
super
want?
hard carry to the later stages, because they're going to make so much space with these 4 that they have at the moment.
What else?
So
have we
he
got?
can be very greedy.
Yeah.
Thinking long and hard about this one. What does Kuro want to do?
That sniper pick is really nice, man. Versus
how are
high
they
ground.
You like the
Lane
sniper?
this.
Yeah, it's very good high ground defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get rid of that ward each and every time before the push. What's he gonna do?
He's saying something about Arc or Alchemist.
No, he's not gonna. Is he gonna go the
He
Arc?
said, actually, I like the Alch or Arc, one of the two.
Oh, and it is
It's
the
an
Alchemist
Alchemist.
going for the
Alchemist.
Alchemist. Oh.
I mean, in theory, right, if you can make this hero work, he's got some great
Hey,
items that he can give.
If you can farm some Ags for this lineup, your team's gonna be loving you. There's some great Ags
Yeah.
upgrades down the line. But the KuroKy Alchemist, I mean, this. I imagine if you think back to when Kuro did play carry in the past, this was a hero that was pretty good there. So,
It was?
you know, this is sort of a bit of a knockback to the old times.
And they lost to this hero, right? To Vici J.
Yep.
They
When
lost.
they was played in what tournament was that?
Oh, no,
Vici?
Paparazzi, wasn't it?
Paparazzi, sorry, yeah.
For
Paparazzi.
VG.
Was
So, yeah, they lost to the Alchemist.
Right, talk to me about what's important for this matchup.
I think, as you said, for Liquid, it's just about creating space for Kuro, and they definitely have a good 4 heroes to do that and create space for
Yeah.
you.
And for paiN?
I mean, I like paiN's lineup overall. I think if they can actually get this sniper online, they've got a great tool to be able to win the game. If King RD and sniper can do it, I like paiN's chances.
All right. Well, we got a debut here at of course, our DreamLeague Season 9. The debut of Killer Pigeon, who will be casting together with Capitalist.
Hello. Oh, yeah, it's the first time on the main stage. And we're
Welcome.
Yeah, joined by Cap. It's like it's privileged right now. But what an interesting game.
Not at all, sir. I am the one who is privileged. We're both privileged because we are, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching the 2008 Carry of the Year,
Here it comes.
Kuro. Yeah. Amazing. He is apparently so greedy. So greedy that he goes, saves himself last pick, and drafts himself an Alchemist. I actually don't think you can get any greedier than that, especially in this meta. But it could be a winning combination, simply because we do have a lot of good Aghanim Scepters to be given away. Matumba Man is still going to be playing the Matumba Man role, and that he's going to be playing a space-creating green hero that's really annoying to play against. So Alchemist should have a lot of time to be able to get nice and big and maybe get some of those Aghanim Scepters later on into the game. So it should be interesting.
It's kind of interesting because, like, usually you see these teams kind of counter out whatever they like to play the most. But we've seen King RD gets his Sand King, which he loves so much. And
Yep.
Just feels like both teams going, you know what, you just draft whatever you want and we'll come at you. And yeah, it's pretty greedy from Liquid, but if they pull this off, it's just going to be absolute and utter pain, ironically, for paiN Gaming.
Did you cast a decent amount of paiN when you were doing a lot of the
I
qualifier
didn't
grinds?
get to. I didn't
No,
get
you were
to.
just doing.
I
more
done
of the
NA. I done a
games?
lot of NA,
Oh, okay,
and it was like it was kind of interesting because NA is its own meme. Not as much as UK does, but and I've heard really good things about paiN. I catch the highlights of like this team is on the up and up. Like
They are. They just got second WESG. That's actually a lot of money, especially for a Brazilian team like this. And I have to say, like, looking back, it was a little bit of a nostalgia trip. Looking back at that Gosu Gamers article about the 2008 carry, I remember reading that. That was the year I graduated high school, and I was following a decent amount of Dota 1 replays at that time. And that was also, we also have another, like, really old school veteran of the scene.
yeah.
And that's King RD. I don't think many people know this, but King RD did actually play a whole lot of Dota, all the way back in the
really?
Dota 1 days. Yeah, I actually remember scrimming against him, going into like the G Arena scrim room and seeing him on the G Arena European scrim room and advertising the Brazilian team, you know, trying to get any sort of high-level scrims they can because they didn't really have a whole lot of options. So it was, it's really cool that he's stuck through it for so long and has finally found some success because honestly, many of the old school Dota 1 players who stuck around for so long actually never did get to find any of that success. So really cool for him that he is able to, like WSG was actually just such a huge monetary win for them, but they do want more.
It's about the money. You want the glory.
Yeah, absolutely. And being able to take Liquid, even with a stand-in, Liquid is
impressive, yeah.
Yeah, they're a team that's feared a lot. In fact, I was talking to King RD just before their game, and you know, I was just like, "Hey, what's up, man? Like, you guys gotta go kick some ass." And he was like, "I don't know, man. It's Liquid." And that's
really
the thing is that that's what every team I've heard. Like, I've heard some teams be confident about playing up against Newbie, playing up against Secret, playing, you know, against any of these high-level VP. Like, I've heard the same thing about some teams who match up against VP. Sure, maybe they end up losing the series, but they go into it feeling confident. I've never heard anybody go, yeah, I'm confident we're going to take down Liquid.
That's the thing. It's like we heard all the teams earlier. It's like, oh, yeah. We're confident we can maybe take top 4. And then you just have paiN come and like, we're going to win this. It's like, yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see some just serious aggression. Like, you can definitely do it. But I mean, it's interesting lanes. Like, how do you think this is going to line up in the mid lane? Because obviously it's a lot harder to gank nowadays. Alchemist, does he get a free pass?
Oh, Tavo.
Oh, no. Yes, Tavo's dead. That is a quick turnaround. I mean, power of Venom, right?
Yeah, there's not much you could do, right? Once you get hit by the Venomous Gale, it's not like Repel is going to save you just because you're still going to be slowed down to a crawl and you're just going to get right-clicked by 3 different people.
I mean, I should have seen that coming. Like, this quick aggression out of them, they're just going to milk Venom the most here, right? Like, that's the lane they can find kills in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they want to, if they're going to start out with a tri-lane, they might as well just be full aggro, see if they can get themselves an early kill. As far as the mid matchup goes, the Sniper versus the Alchemist, I think HFN will have a decent time here. He's going to be able to get some good farm. The scary part is that is when the gank comes in from the Rubik and Ancient Apparition, since Sniper is a hero that is very likely to get caught out. You have no real good escape mechanism.
289 movement speed as well. You know, tiny little legs can't carry him away from those those potential ganks. And yeah, that obviously if out puts an early point into the stun, you've just got so much control. That's the big concern. But like, do you think they got enough turnaround here? Like, a Sand King shows up and you're stuck in the middle of shrapnels. Like, when's the point? When's the cutoff where Sniper's a little bit too dangerous to gank in lane? Is it like when he gets 3-4 points in shrapnel?
I think the thing is that ganking a Sniper never feels bad, but getting ganked by, like, when somebody sets up a Sniper gank, that actually feels really hard to be able to beat because shrapnel is such an amazing tool once you get like just one initiating stun because it guarantees that first shrapnel just gets so much damage and slow time in. And then the fact that he can continue to chase you down even under tower range with those shrapnel charges is what makes him such a dangerous mid laner. So even though we don't see him a whole lot, and to be honest, we don't see any Alchemist either, this is a matchup that could be a bit dangerous for Kuro, and they're definitely going to have to try and get some good vision down and make sure they don't give up any kills to the wraparound King RD Sand King, especially since he is so proficient with this hero.
Yeah, I can see how they could kind of like milk it on the side of Liquid. Like you're saying, Matu, that combo, they just keep running and try. And I guess the idea is you've got to force paiN's supports to come up here and deal with this. And then you're just letting them out more or less free farm, really. And at that stage, that's the last thing you want against this lineup. So it's like, I don't know. I look at the Tiny, his lane, it shouldn't be too bad, especially with the Disruptor here, just forcing Pugna back. And then obviously you're looking for him to get maybe a quick Shadow Blade, Blink Dagger, and then just rotate constantly on the Alchemist, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah. The hard part is for paiN here is if you look at their side lanes, they don't want to get this tri-lane versus tri-lane where they have a Venomancer with 2 ranged heroes, Ancient Apparition as well, right, with Chilling Touch, like 3 ranged heroes, all right-clicking, a Tiny who's trying to get any farm he can. They don't want that. But the problem is going to be is that Liquid don't have to change their tri-lane to meet the Tiny. All they have to do is move their 2 supports. So whether it's a Pugna tri-lane or it's a Venomancer tri-lane, it's still going to be a bad time for this Tiny. So like these 2 supports from Liquid, they set up, they get the initial kill, fantastic. We've killed an Omni Knight, and now we can just rotate through mid, head to bottom lane, and continue to put pressure on this Tiny. And I think Arms is going to be really hard-pressed to get the farm he needs to be a relevant factor in this game. Because if you don't get good farm on Arms and he doesn't get the Blink Dagger, then this lineup is just not going to be fast enough to beat Liquid.
That's the thing. Like we often talk about teams that ban out Tiny because it's that type of hero. Like we can't shut him down farming, but this is the type of game, like you said, they've got such painful tri-lane potential you just don't find easily. I'm not even meaning to make the pain. That's the worst part of obviously the painful word. It's
you can't avoid it. You can't avoid the puns
no.
when you're talking about this team. All right, was apparently having a bit of sound issues. How is DreamLeague been for you? Your first day? How's your experience been? Were you a bit nervous about coming on the panel at first?
I think it's amazing. Like I've kind of been sitting there all day. It's like everyone's been, you shouldn't drink that much Monster. I've been going and going and going. I'm like, I'm ready. I
saw you downing some of those monsters. You are fully prepared to hype up this cast.
It's monster o'clock, you know. I was like, okay, I was getting really close to the cast. Like,
ooh, Courier almost got picked off.
Oh no. This guy's going to make his escape down the way, and there's the annoying sound of shrapnels coming. GH really on the back foot here, but I mean, this is not your side of the map, but he can get out easily with half team. Stun through. Can he actually follow this up? Needs some slows, but now the turnaround. King RD might be in a little bit of trouble. Going to drop him there. Finally, no. He's going to turn around. GH getting a little bit low here. Will pop in the end of the Disruptor. And now I think they just have to back away from this. Heen hasn't got enough right click there as the Chilling Touch does run out.
I love that. I love the fact that Duster made that early TP play. That was actually so important for them to be able to secure a kill as soon as Liquid start getting a little over-aggressive. Their lineup is always going to be just a little bit slow on damage. They don't have like these big-time nukes that just boom, boom, blow up a hero.
Spanking in a little bit of trouble here. Gets caught. Can Monkthrow turn around, get killed? Yes, he gets a no blast. He's trading in the end. Disruptor will walk away, the only witness to both those heroes dying.
Meanwhile, Tavo barely got out in that top lane. Good use of a TP, even if he didn't go anywhere. Oh no, the healing self!
Oh, I guess cancelled. Heen, I mean, this is probably one of the weirdest like haste animations, right? Like just the kind of spooky ghost.
Oh yeah, you're Superman. You're soaring through the air.
It just kind of reminds me like Sonic, you know, when Sonic gets like super fast.
Running with his arms backwards, the Naruto run. Yeah.
There you go. Like everything's anime, even when
everyone knew that one kid in high school that would run like that. He was so inspired by anime.
Like I tried it one day and I was like, no, this only works if you go.
Oh wait, you were that kid?
No.
You were that kid in high school?
I didn't watch much anime then, but you know, it's kind of like I was like, no, it's good for getting across the finish line. You watch like an Olympic guy do it, like I can do this too. And, oh no, looks again, KuroKy in a lot of trouble. Can they? No, they can't.
And the wraparound's coming. They've got the.
Oh yeah, GH is here, but they're so low, they can't do anything. This is the thing, like, Kuro's going to get punished a lot in this lane. They're not going to let up.
Yeah, because he has no real offensive power, and they don't have, like, they only have the telekinesis stun. So it makes it very hard to be able to get a successful go on a hero. At least they do get the, nice play. King RD actually denying the Observer ward. Well played.
Like you said, there's no threat to them because the only thing that's going to show up in this lane that's going to be a little concern is telekinesis from Rubik. And he gets caught again. The Thunderstrike is there. Slow but painful death. And well, King RD will just walk it off. Actually, he might go for KuroKy here.
Oh, they got the kinetic field.
Can they get the kill in quick enough? No. Yes, they do. Right at the end there. Looked like he might make escape, but GH, they could turn around and right now the creeps are pushing in. GH, that's not your way. That's not the way your base is. Run. Run quicker, because KRD, nice lift back. Gotta move quick, though. It's into the river. This is going to be like a slow, methodical chase. But the problem is Omni Knight's about to catch.
Yeah, he's cutting him off.
Oh, GH. Like, Space Creator, dude. It's all good. It's all good. I don't need to live. I just need to buy more time. And King RD gets the stun. This is going to be slow death, but it's going to be an inevitable one. It does this like, wait, do you want this kill? It's like, okay, I'll just take it.
Who gives it to the Disruptor?
He's like, hey, dude, you need more clarities, you know? You need wards.
I guess so. Maybe they want that faster level 6 for him. After all, it is probably one of the most impactful hard fight position level 6s, so.
Yeah, like I talk about this, like I'm always on about this with the Disruptor. It just feels like one of the most powerful.
Tavo,
this is slow.
He doesn't have mana for TP.
No, he's done. He's done sparse. It's going to be a very slow death. He's like, can I get to the creeps? No, you cannot. Matu doesn't even need assistance with these skills now. Like, how often do you see an Omni Knight struggle like this in a solo?
No, certainly not. This is on Omni Knight. Again, the matchup against Venomancer is just very difficult because of the fact that Venomous Gale cuts through. You hit him before the repel, then he's just slowed down. You just get to right-click him for free a bunch.
Oh, and in the mid lane, the smoke pops. They're moving across. HFN, he gets caught, lifted back. KuroKy says, let me get some gold. The cold feed's going to proc, and there's no escape for him here. No, he turns around in the last second. Is it enough to do any damage, though? KuroKy's fine. Glimpse back. They're going to get killed on the Heen. KuroKy, I said he's fine, but he's not looking so much now. Dust has got no mana left, though, so these right-clicks won't be strong enough. So 1-for-1 trade, still in favor of Liquid. But
I like the fact that Sniper turned and got off that extra trap. He just made sure he did as much damage.
Oh no, the bot lane? Oh no, they're gonna get kill arms. Can he actually stay alive here? Mind control. Salves gets interrupted, but
the toss!
Oh, King RD, can he get on GH? He has to be careful because mind control still right clicks pretty hard. Has got Never Blast, and look at this. Oh, just harassment coming out.
I never really thought of Pugna as being a dangerous right clicker until I saw this matchup against the Tiny.
Because he has no armor.
Yeah, he has no armor, and then on top of that, Mind Control has gone for kind of a stats build with the early pickup of the Null Talisman and the completed Magic Wand. So he is actually dishing out so much harassment to this poor Tiny, and not just Pugna Blast, but also right clicks.
Yeah, it's slowly taking control of the lane, and this is great because you have to leave someone there against the Pugna, otherwise he starts pushing towers. You give early gold to this lineup, the Venomancer gets stronger. Oh no, he's going to try and move away on King RD. Doesn't prop the cold feet, he'll be fine. Mind Control's just going to harass him almost. This is the most free and unthreatened Pugna I've seen in a while. It's like, I can go anywhere I want. I don't care.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like, they're putting so much pressure on the Alchemist, but Matumba Man and Mind Control are having fantastic laning phases.
Exactly. And King RD, the rotating heroes round, there is free here, but this is the typical Alchemist build, the greedy one. There's no points in the concoction, which means you can't hold up King RD. I mean, he's just... I like how he just keeps coming to that mid lane, just reminding KuroKy, he's like, hey, you want to farm? I'm waiting. Just walk across the river, buddy. I'm right there.
And now that HFN has that extra nuke in the level 6 with Assassinate, as well as maxed out Shrapnel, very dangerous to get a little bit too close to this lane.
Absolutely. And I just I keep occasionally looking back at the top lane. Oh,
Oh,
Tiny. No, he gets caught. He's going to turn around with Mind Control. He should have enough control. He got pretty low there, but that's a really good pickup. I should go talk about Tavo, the top lane, because he's already been forced to go back to Shrine. This man is not having a fun time against Matu.
No, you know it's a bad 1v1 when you're the one picking up bounty runes, you know? When you're like, oh god, my lane sucks so much that any time outside of my lane is well worth it.
It's like he has at least got the level 3 purification, which is usually like the turning point for me to start killing the offlaner or the safe lane or whoever he's up against. He just can't. It's like as soon as he walks forward, Matu's like, fine, Gale, walk away.
Yep. And he's always going to right click you as well because of the farm advantage he has. He has a lot of stats. Ring of Aquila as well as completed treads.
Yeah, he's looking pretty starved compared to the Venom. Venom's top net worth right now. It just feels like if it continues this way, the transition is going to be rough because Matu's getting a lot of levels as well as gold.
Yeah, they're going to take this early tower. All that Omni Knight could do was just kind of delay it as much as possible. And that's what he was doing there with the Repel TP outplay. He just waits till last second. He knows he's going to be chased out of lane.
And meanwhile, looks like they actually find King RD. Oh, he stays alive on tiny amounts of HP, but there's a haste there. No, it's like, Sniper, you take this. You can continue. I need to heal up first. Actually, meanwhile, Mind Control being chased onto here, but he will turn around for the Sucky. Not enough, though, Arms. He says, come back here. Little Charles, it's time for you to die.
And look at that. At the same time, HFN uses that haste rune to be able to pick up the kill on paiN as well. So, nice little twofer for paiN Gaming.
Yeah, I just feel like paiN, they're getting exactly what they want anywhere but top, right? They have to ignore the Venom at this point. It's like, we're going to lose towers, but whatever. As long as we capitalize on the fact that, you know, Alk's not getting great farm here, because you look at it, you know, Sniper's up to 4k net worth, Alchemist is about 1,000 behind him. It's not exactly where you want your Alk to be. You accept it's going to be a hard lane, but you're hoping to do a little bit better by this point, surely.
Yeah, the way I see it is like paiN is getting just enough kills to offset the fact that Matumba Man is having such a successful laning phase. So their ganks on the Kuro Alchemist, their last couple of kills on the Pugna, that's been really important.
Speaking of the Pugna, they are rotating down. They're bringing Ancient Apparition back in. Can he make anything happen here? It's just, the problem is Arms is like, when the Disruptor backs you up, it's pretty hard to jump onto him because you're just trying to kite this Tiny as much as possible to milk him down.
Yeah.
But as soon as the kinetic field comes out, it's like Tiny's like, all right, boys, let's get in there. Let's just club you in the face. And, you know, Mind Control he's got decent stats, but still 900 HP against a Tiny.
So I think the next big test for paiN is how well they deal with a farmed Venomancer.
That's getting rough.
Right, too often you see teams like commit to, like only half commit to trying to kill a Venomancer and they just don't bring enough heroes, and then Venom turns around and like gets a kill on everyone, or at least gets off all his spells and then his ally cleans it up. So too many times Venomancer ends up being too good of a trade-off whenever you try and kill him.
It's not easy to kill right now. He has picked up the raindrop, which means just any stun jump in. Oh, well, we're about to see it happen because they do get kinetic field free here right now. He could just, he's at level, oh, actually, he's in a lot of trouble here. Does get the kill out of free. That's looking good. Tavo getting pretty low on health. There's the glimpse back, the repel coming out. Ha hoo hoo. Guess who's here to make sure this kill happens? It's going to be slow, but he almost gets one in return. Duster's going to TP out just in time. Oh, the final tick, not enough. But that was an important kill. We were just saying, like, at what point do you address this issue? They rotated so many heroes for it.
When I saw them try and gank him with only 3, I was like, that is not enough. This was the poor play. But when the sniper started TPing in, that was exactly what I wanted to see from paiN Gaming. They need to make that sort of overcommitment for a kill like a Venomancer to make sure that he actually does go down and there's no opportunity for a turnaround. It feels like overcommitment, right? Because it's 4 heroes for 1, but
you have to.
Yeah, that's what you have to do against a farm Venomancer this early.
But like the weird thing is, KuroKy's actually come top. I thought he'd actually just stay farm mid, and that's now it's like, right, you've rotated for my Veno. I'll just try and farm elsewhere in the meantime. But he's thinking the top lane is the safer bet. I can see the logic, like let Veno get rid of all the early towers maybe, and then just transition to a potential 5-man.
That is exactly what a Venomancer does for you, right? He wins the side lane, takes that off lane tower, and then from there, he's going to use this build to bully every single one of the tier 1s. Very similar to how this Pugna is also going to operate. So
it's a very strong push lineup.
At this point, I don't think paiN can actually contest some of these tower pushes. All they could do is make smoke rotations and get kills. They can't actually stand in front of the towers and just try and out.
Beacon of kills. Looks like Sniper in a little bit of trouble. We'll move away just in time, but I mean, this is just waiting on the high ground. Hoping to come up. The fade bolt catching him in the end. Now will they try and turn this into something? Duster gives away a spell. It's actually the Thunderstrike. The turnaround, blow him up instantly. GH with a double kill right now, and Arms like, I want to do something, but what can I? Stun comes through onto Matu. Can they actually follow this up? There's the ultimate coming out. King RD in a little bit of trouble. Oh, they jump straight in. They just wipe out Tavo, and now the TP out. King RD will make it, and Arms, he'll just walk away. Head to the ground. Like, I can't do anything against this. You can't.
Yep. That was exactly the kind of play that you see all too many times against these Venomancers. You are not fully synchronized in your rotations, and if you straggle even a little bit, then you just end up like dying 1 by 1 against this hero. So big turnaround there for Liquid to get themselves a lot of space, because it's not just the kills that they got, but also the space for Kuro, who farmed up a hard camp stack, as well as this farming up his own jungle.
Tavo's back again. All the glimpse back, the stun through. They've got their hands on mind control. Can they kill him off quick enough? Yes, they can. They throw a ton of rocks at him just to make sure. Stay on the ground there, boy. But
and now what you're going to end up seeing is that paiN will have to commit 3 or 4 heroes for every single kill attempt they go for, and Liquid will just out-farm you in return.
That's the issue, because like I was going to say, well, there's only a 3k net worth lead, but the weird thing is that most people go, oh, there's an Alchemist in the game. You expect this. And you look, and Alk's now taken top of the net worth, but Veno is not very far behind him.
Yeah.
He's just been milking it, and then Pugna, you know, doesn't need as much gold to get the effect you're looking for, which is all those towers just melted. Actually, HFN in the bot lane, just trying to hang out with KuroKy here, but there is a rotation around. If Matu can get across, it's an easy kill. He's hanging around as well. I think, yeah, HFN, you need to move quick here, because there's going to be a lot of trouble. The Gale, it touches on, and now he'll go for the TP out. They still don't have a level into Concoction yet.
He did not TP back to the fountain.
GH. Wow.
He did not TP back to the fountain.
Oh, he missed it. Oh,
oh my god. Buried himself
the fairy fire.
And he picked up a ring of regen as well.
This is brilliant coming out from him.
He's the ring of regen. You're good now. You're good.
It's like, okay, I feel I got everything I need here, guys.
All right, that was sick. Well played.
Oh, wow.
That was like the most like, that was the biggest fail I've seen, like not TPing back to the fountain. I looked at his position.
Followed by recovery.
I was like, he's not facing directly back to the fountain. Like, what was that TP? And
it's like panic one, but I've got to give credit to him. Like, how many people quickly just do that? It's
yeah,
like,
he saved himself under pressure. Well played.
I almost started singing Under Pressures. Everyone just like, as soon as I hear that word, it's like, it's triggered. But, I mean, they're trying to take the top tower. You think the Tiny will be able to push quick on this, but they're just being outpaced by this Pugna every time. Rotating Rubik up right now. Actually gets a steal on the toss, so this could set up something nicely. I don't know if they want to make a move yet, though. Still got 3 heroes in the bot lane. And, well, I like how Matu's just tanking up. He's already got the pipe. Just needs to get it brought out to him now.
So, if you're paiN, you're very likely to make poor tower trade-offs.
Oh, no. Rubik just disappears. Yeah, you're right. They are going to make poor trades, but no, yeah.
As long as they get hero kills, it makes it a whole lot better for them.
Oh, but the Epicenter, now they actually catch on to heen here. He's not dying that quick, though. He's still alive. They'll finally get him, but it's taken so much just to get rid of an Ancient Apparition at this stage. It's kind of, it just feels a little bit rough. Like, paiN, they're getting kills, you said, but Liquid, like, we can just milk this. We can just take all the towers, and then we focus on the team fight, because then we have all the maps just roam around.
Yeah, I guess the point I'm trying to make is that, like, if you're paiN, trading a tier 1 for a tier 2 isn't actually that bad, because Liquid's lineup is supposed to be faster paced. It's supposed to be able to take these objectives and create space for this Alchemist.
And the high ground, like the high ground defense. Sniper is one of those most frustrating heroes to try and just break high ground against. And
yeah, exactly. This game is going to actually, I think it could be really interesting late game territory. is what we might end up getting to, just because Liquid, I think, will have a hard time breaking that high ground. And Alchemist lineups typically top out, but he has so many good Aghanim Scepters to give away that if we get to that point of the game, you could see a Magic Damage lineup actually winning at 60+ minutes against like Sniper, Tiny. Like, these are not bad late game heroes by any means.
Yeah, AA is one of the top supports for late game. Venomancer sets up beautifully. It's the classic combo.
Yeah.
It's the disgusting one that you see in a pub game. You just cringe, cry, and abandon the game, move on, and hope it doesn't happen again. But KuroKy, is he going to try for this Ancient Approach again? He's not seen him just yet. He hasn't got the epicenter this time. He's like, Disruptor, I need you. Here it comes. There's a stun through. They should have the kinetic field. The Static Storm should be committed here. No, there it is. Finally goes out. paiN should die off. KuroKy, it's taking a long time. The pipe, the turnaround. KuroKy, a little bit of trouble. Just like he's over Mike Control to keep his support alive, and they kill off KuroKy. That was a good rotation right there. It looked like a clean kill. You expect an Ancient Apparition to die every time like that. But this pipe is serving them, and now Duster being chased onto here. Mind Control hits very hard. There's a glimpse back, but there's more surprises to come. KuroKy, he finally has Concoction.
Poor Duster, man. There's just nowhere for him to run to.
It's a hard life, you know. You've reached the point where Alchemist finally levels his stun. So now you can't just casually TP out when you see that running towards you.
So this is something that Venomancer, in particular Matamaman's Venomancer, is quite good at, is that he's very oppressive in his positioning on the map. He always puts pressure on the 1v1 course like he's doing right now with the Sniper.
This is brilliant. It's just like, I'm just going to run at everyone. There's no one he fears right now.
And he's also going to farm very aggressively as well. So he's going to start taking away some of your traditional areas. We just saw him trying to farm the Dire Triangle. There's very few heroes that would let you do that.
That's true, and it's kind of the case. It takes so long to just get rid of these wards, because it's not like Tiny, you know, if they're stacked up, you can't just cleave through them. It's not the case of like your typical creep armies. You know, the magical abilities just don't work against them. And yeah, you're right. I feel like Matu is just fully setting the tempo this match, which is odd. You expect a Sand King to be doing that, but he still doesn't have a Blink Dagger. He's not even going for one here. He's going for the Spirit Vessel, which against an Alchemist I can understand it. But like, do you think a Blink would give them more impact here, or is it the right move?
I think Spirit Vessel is too important against the Alchemist, so I agree with it.
That was so quick. He just blink and you will miss it. And Matu, look, he's taking a lot of damage. Actually, if he gets the skills a lot. The glimpse back though. HFN, there comes the shrapnels, the slows. There's no escape for him. And Matu's like, it's fine. Like, this is the worst part. He got some low enough. He's like, maybe I assassinate. He's like, wait, he's got that pipe. I'm just gonna walk away. That's too late.
The bad part was that paiN were actually smoked up as a trio.
Yeah.
They were wrapping around.
They're still there.
If they'd actually connected with their Sniper, maybe that could have been a decent fight for them.
Well, they might connect with KuroKy. His ultimate is about to run out. So Chemical Rage, not got long left. They're moving back right now. Oh no, they see it coming. There's a lift from GH. If they get rid of Disruptor first, they've got easy entry into this fight. The Shrapnel's there. He gets to steal the glimpse. Oh, he doesn't get off on Sand King in time.
As soon as they lost their Sniper, they needed to be able to get back to their base, because now they're potentially going to lose a lot of damage on their tier 3.
Oh, and there's Tavo. They forced out the repel pretty early in this, and the thing is they've got level 2 Poison Nova now, so they can just walk back in, and oh, there's a stun, the follow-up. Tiny just completely melting here. No escape him. KuroKy's like, I stun. Look at me, guys. Nope. Going to try and dodge out the damage. The Gale hitting, though. The Ever Ward. So close to actually killing him off there. Got to be careful with this damage. Never Blast, not Never Ward. Too many Nevers, but KuroKy, he just tanks this all. He doesn't even care. And just Pugnus sits there the whole time. It's just paiN. Like, they got such an aggressive kill lineup, but Liquid, they sustained for so long here. The pipe coming out so quickly has served them so well.
Again, like, Sniper is one of their best high ground defense heroes, so once they lose that on their side of the map, Liquid is very likely to pressure that high ground with their Venomancer and Pugnus. So when that happens, they need to be able to defend that with the rest of their heroes, and it's a shame, because paiN just, like, one little mistake, and all of a sudden, like, Liquid very easily take a tier 3 tower. Now they're going to be able to take shrines because of they have such good map control, and they're just going to get gigantic gold lead over paiN now.
And speaking of that Sniper, they go again. GH with a lift. They're going to get him with the Ice Blast. No escape for him. And once again, no high ground defense. He's in a lot of trouble again. And this is just easy. You've still got the Poison Over. They haven't even committed the Poison Over in these fights, and that's the ridiculous part, because that's the insurance policy. You know, as soon as you jump on the side of paiN, it's like, okay, I'm just going to press R.
Yeah, I think paiN, they're trying to move around and kind of match the pace of Liquid.
They're smoked up. There's an epicenter coming. KuroKy going to go for the jump in. The toss across, but look at the health of Matu. They're finally actually maybe under drop. He's trying to stay alive long enough. Can't actually get the Poison Arrow out. It's a good kill. But now there's buybacks from both the Disruptor and the Omni-Knight going to try and hold here. But Mind Control still hitting the towers of the Never Blast. There's nothing slowing this down. Oh, nice glimpse back. Have you got follow-up stun for KuroKy? No, they get the kill. Double kill for Mind Control. He's like, it's fine. This is. You thought I was trapped in here, this connect field with you. You're trapped with us. And I'm shamefully making Watchmen references now.
They are seriously misreading these situations.
Oh,
I'm gonna try
no
again.
arms! He's gonna die off for this, but KuroKy, he might finally drop. Gets a stun out. He's staying alive for the time being. The repel that was stolen. Tavo can't easily find this kill. KuroKy just toggle him perfectly here. And now Tavo, you're a little bit far out your base. You need to be very careful. The glimpse back is there. KuroKy still toggling perfectly here. Doesn't get the stun off and does die off finally. Double kill for HFN. And now, I think you might want to leave on the side of Liquid, or maybe they turn on Tavo. Repel, still half duration. Mind Control's like, I don't know, guys. Can we do this? I'll go straight for HFN. That's the plan. But now you need to be careful. Tavo, ready to fight. There it is. Get a lot of damage in, but stun through. They'll find the kill. Triple kill for HFN. And Tavo, for once getting low on HP and not having to TP back to base, he just celebrates a victory.
Might be able to catch Heen as well. He's kind of stuck out, doesn't have a TP. All they need is vision of him, but he's hidden away in the trees.
Are you kidding me? Your post 5 doesn't have a TP. How regular is this? He's like, guys, I thought we were never going to have to leave. Like, they're looking for him still.
Heen was committed to die with his teammates, but then it wasn't found to be necessary, so he's going to try and slip out unnoticed.
It's like that moment where it's like you're going to stand up and you're like, I'm going to sacrifice myself. And then someone else stands up before you like, son of a... He stole my rock, but he's going to walk straight into Sniper.
Oh my God.
Oh no, he doesn't even know it yet, but there it is. Goodbye. HFN's getting all the kills right now. There's a lift. Got to be careful, GH. He gets trapped in. The Static Storm plap down as well. But KuroKy just spaced it. That amped up damage coming out for Rubik's.
It's actually Rubik against Sniper. We're happy with Shrapnel or Assassinate, and GH is really making it.
It's like you don't want to be anywhere near the fight. And it's like, oh, you're the perfect type of...
To immediately throw Assassinate on the Pug range, because his right clicks won't outpace them.
Filthy. Oh, Yardy needs to run away. Oh, can you get revenge on Tavo? Ready for Matsu. As the ace just keeps ticking, and now that's going to be a team wipe. And all it costs you is your glorious Veno that... I mean, he's getting exactly what he wants, right? You die in those fights, you don't care. It's like, hey, everyone's just going to die off afterwards. I'm the pure cancer of this season, session, rather.
Yep, that is exactly what Matama Man Venomancer wants to do. He wants to die and ensure that the other 5 enemy heroes are all going to die with him. So he's happy.
How rarely
after
do you
all,
have that? Like you have a hero like, I just want to die. Yeah. Just everyone on me. There's group hugs.
Have you ever played Werewolf? There's a role in Werewolf called the Tanner.
Okay.
Matama Man is the Tanner of Team Liquid. The whole entire objective of that person is to get yourself lynched by the town.
See, it reminds me of I can't remember what constant game it is. There's one where it's got Pugna, and he basically has skills where he gives everyone money, and if you kill him, you die as well. It's like a insta kill necro book. It's like it's kind of like that, you know. It's just like, hey, it's okay. You can take me with you, but we're watching the world burn together, buddy. And actually, this is kind of the weird part. I mean, we haven't actually talked about net worth in a while, but Alchemist is finally starting to get the gold he wants, and we're kind of. Do you think we're approaching the point where does he start just rushing a few ags, or do you just continue with your?
No. Whenever you get these Aghanim Scepters on Alchemist, unless it's some sort of weird cheese lineup, it's always like the 7th, 8th item. So you're gonna complete your entire Naga Siren-esque kit, right? Where you're gonna get a Manta, Radiance, Octarine Core. And it looks like he's going for BKB in this game, which is fair enough.
Understandable.
Yeah, he wants to be able to deal with some of this disable that comes out from the Disruptor and decent amount of magic damage. So
yeah, they have a good nuke combo.
Yeah, he's going to get that whole entire kit. And then at that point in time, maybe he gets the Moon Shard upgrade for himself. If not, he starts getting the Aghanim Scepters. I think any lineup that is trying to rush Aghanim Scepters for Alchemist are probably inherently either bad or really one-dimensional and cheesy. Well, you want your Alchemist to actually be a carry for you before you start handing out upgrades.
That's when he's just sitting there like, please, can I please? It's like I can't even afford to force stuff yet.
Let's see. The Aghanim's priority in this game, I believe, is...
It's Kuro first, right? Oh, well, actually, no. Pugna would be really good.
I think it might be Mind Control first and then Venomancer. I'm not entirely sure. The stats would be really nice for the Venomancer as well.
Yeah.
Because it would give him that little bit of extra survivability against this control, the Static Storm. But he's going to get a BKB anyways. So.
That's very true. And it's just a case of, yeah, I can kind of see where we come from. Oh, Kalim's back. Nice blink away just in time. They just want to kill so badly on paiN, but it's Liquid just have a kind of rebuttal lineup that it's very hard to just fight into them. You have to find that Veno as an entry every time as well, because of the Poison Nova. We saw what happened last time, even when you found him as your potential entry.
I think paiN are going to be very hard-pressed to keep this game going once the BKBs are up. Yeah. I think Liquid just runs them over once they have BKBs on some of their heroes, especially the Venomancer, considering that they've been focusing him down with a Static Storm, and then if Alchemist gets one, Pugna perhaps as well. Like I think their team fight just becomes too unstoppable because their sniper, he even has a decent amount of magic damage because of his Maelstrom build on top of the Assassinate and Shrapnel. So
very true. Movement in, KRD. They actually glimpse back inside. They found one. It's actually the Venomards. Can they kill him off quick enough? Matu finally going to drop before he can actually pop out Poison Nova, and that's exactly what they need. The Static Storm just gives them exactly that. But I think one more thing I was going to say is, when do you think they look towards Roche? Because you've got to at least take out Ancient Apparition and Veno before you can even think about Roche bit.
Yeah, paiN actually thought Liquid were roaching about 30 seconds ago. Found out that the pit was empty. Kept on getting aggressive. Oh, Tavo!
Really low, dodges out the Ice Blast.
Ooh, GH kind of screwed up there. He had Telekinesis. I think he was supposed to lead with Telekinesis, grab Tavo, make sure he stayed in that Ice Blast radius.
Yeah, he didn't really need to hold on to it either because he got the 4-star to get back out in the difference. But, well, you know, paiN, they'll be happy with that. They don't have to lose anyone just yet. But
I think it's very important that paiN Gaming keep on staying on Liquid's side of the map and forcing them, like, you don't want to let Liquid set up and be able to sit on your high ground and start like nuking down your tier 3s. You don't want to give them the Roshan possibility either.
That's the thing, like you look at Liquid, they're barely splitting up. I think Matu's the only one that leaves the group. He's like, okay, you just go off and do your own thing because if they jump on you and lose one layer, it's perfect for us anyway.
Yeah. And that's why paiN wasn't having a whole lot of success in their kill rotations because Liquid were staying together so often. So paiN Gaming, they shoved out their side lanes and then they're going to group up again. I think this is very smart for them, but they are going to be a little bit too slow.
Ice Blast, the combo is brutal.
Yeah.
And now, like, can you really fight into that pit? You have to let them have this, really. I mean, what?
Probably.
Level 2 ultimate?
You can try and slow them down. After all, you have one of the better abilities with Shrapnel, but it's really dangerous to get too close to that pit. It looks like they're not even going to try. Just fair enough.
It feels like GH is getting so much gold already, the Blink, the 4-star. It just... This is perfect for Rubik. He's so threatening against the lineup, and it's like, if you jump on him, who's jumping on the Veno? If the Ancient Apparition follows up, it's rough, very rough. And it's going to be a very quick Roche. The power of the Alchemist is felt.
So we talked about the BKB pickups for Team Liquid being able to go high ground, but BKBs are equally important, if not more so, for paiN. After all, we talked about how magic dependent Liquid is for their lineup. Arms is trying to finish up one right now, and that'll be a huge upgrade for the team fight of paiN Gaming.
It's kind of interesting as well, because I believe the sniper is going for one. Like, usually snipers try and avoid doing this because like, hey, someone else is going to go on the front line. I'm just going to be picking at the back. I want all the damage, you know. It's kind of greedy in that regard to an extent, especially against this type of lineup. So I kind of like the fact, I think he is going for the BKB here. I've just seen the Mithril Hammer. So I think he's got, no, he's just got a Mithril Hammer lined up for the time being.
Good choice by Arms to stay down here in this bottom lane.
Oh,
he wants to threaten the tower to see if he can force one of the Liquid heroes back, and then they can defend 5 versus 4.
True, and you've got the Shrapnels as well, so you can just delay this as long as you need to.
Like, yeah, that's why HFN was the one to go back instead of the Tiny, right?
I mean, the Nebulast is still going to eventually take the tower, but you let a Tiny in your base, this guy does hit pretty hard, despite, you know, might have crap tons of farm, but just naturally a hard-hitting hero.
So heen is going to be the one who comes back to base first.
Oh, KuroKy, though, he's going to cut off arms. He needs to be careful and get the blink out. KuroKy's like, where is he? He's around his... Oh, he's going to watch random!
What?
Oh, what? No way! Tiny gets caught out there!
Oh my god, that timing was so unfortunate. Oh, mid lane.
Oh, mid lane, there's a bigger fight about to happen. Maybe no KuroKy trying to chase through. They're going to find a kill on GH. That's a nice little kill. Oh, he almost got away with that. But
fortunately, the Assassinate went off after he blinked.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I was like, where did he go? Where did he go? Yeah. Oh, it must have been that. But, oh my god, KuroKy's killy senses was tingling, right? He's just like, round here somewhere.
Man, that was so sad for Arms. I can't believe he blinked into that. Like, it was just about, it was Unstable Concoction was just about to blow up on Kuro's face, too.
But he was so patient. He's like, okay, he's going to come around here somewhere. He's like, wait, oh no, he's got Radiance. I can't hang around on this one. And he gets caught out, but Matu, they see him.
Oh, this is huge. Oh, they can actually get this kill.
They need to get a bit, they revealed it maybe a little bit too soon. Can they get in time to glimpse by the Static Storm instantly? Try and stay low the pipe, but the right click damage so much. There's the Ice Blast follow through. Can he get a point there? No, but there's the drop of the Aegis, and now KuroKy already cleaning up the Disruptor. Going to move on for more. Can he actually find HFN? Remember, HFN doesn't have any escape line, so if KuroKy closes the distance here, needs to get around the corner. Oh, there it is. He gets straight through this done. Can they follow up? HFN, the cold piece there. There's the Avalanche. Tries to dodge out. Not quite well on the 4-star. Doesn't get him up to the high ground, but the Guardian Angel is there. They still get him double kill with mind control. And now Tavo is looking a bit tragic, but his Matu, he gets a poison over to 2. Going to kill off an additional one. Triple kill for mind control. HFN did buy back, though. And then hold the line. Oh, KuroKy! He's going to stun himself. He's going to die off here.
Oh my god, did you see that? It was the knockback distance.
Yeah, he's just like, no.
He kept him barely out of that state. He was like, no, get away from me.
Oh, headshots, the bane of KuroKy's existence. It's kind of like, it reminds me of that you know, that kind of like that classic picture of an Ursa chasing after Chris the Main, like, hug. It's like, hello, get away from me. But in the end, I mean, like, this is one of those more frustrating talents in the game I find right now. Like, loads of people like to take the Assassinate instead. Like, kind of like, I sit there, it's like, knockback is so frustrating against any melees as well.
Yeah. And it's funny because I've seen a lot of snipers go for the minus 1.5 on cast time.
It's a big deal.
For Assassinate. Just because they felt like the pushback distance didn't actually change all that much.
See, like, I like this because sometimes you have talents where it's like, oh, it's so obvious you could take this or that. It's like, that is one of those talents where it's like, you could go either way. There's justification for both.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
like HFN right now, he's scouting some of the side trees areas. He knows that because he bought back in that last fight, he cannot afford to die.
Yeah. That's kind of one of the nice things when you get to stage like Shrapnel, you don't even need any more for the slow because you know those headshots are almost guaranteed. The only issue is, because you've got that knockback distance, I think this is one of the reasons why people don't like taking it, is if you're on the aggression, you're just pushing them further away from you. It's like, here, let me just help you get back to your base safe. Actually, I wonder where the Veno, like the Veno, he's only level 16. It feels like he's kind of slowed down the levels, right?
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. The fact that he doesn't have his level 3 Poison Nova just yet is a little surprising.
It's like, I think at 20 it's probably good Poison Nova. I've rarely ever seen anyone take the Gale Hero Impact Summons wards.
Okay, so I love the fact that paiN is being fearless in their push right now.
Oh yeah.
Again, forcing Liquid back into their base. As long as HFN doesn't get caught out, it looks great.
It's okay. No one got caught in this area by Kuro this time. Yeah. He wasn't. It's like Tiny was further back. I don't know if he's always like, I'm not going back that area. This didn't go too well last time.
Yeah, honestly, I think a lot of people have highlighted the strength of paiN Gaming going into this series. A lot of people have said, look, this team is actually looking pretty good right now. And I would have to say a lot of the strategic decisions behind their movement around the map, their hero choices, their draft, I think that it's all been pretty smart by them. There weren't any like really glaring big mistakes that I saw from paiN. There were some minor ones, but I think like those were just capitalized by the strength of Liquid more than anything.
I think they're kind of forced in this scenario. Like they played, I think you're right. They played it right. They don't pay too much into Matu, but GH gets stunned up. I'm just gonna harass him out a little bit. But the glimpse back, they're gonna go for this? No, surely not.
They just want to kind of poke at these heroes.
Yeah, because GH doesn't have any regen really. So
yeah,
in that scenario, he's like, I'm going.
They can actually like maybe get a kill. If not, failing that, just kind of like poke and see if they can get a reaction out of Liquid.
See, I was wrong. I was like, he's gonna have to go back. It's like, oh wait, mind control's here. He's okay. Just gonna life drain you up every time. But
so a Lincoln's choice for HFN, huh?
That's peculiar actually, because I was saying I thought he was maybe going BKB, but you don't want to have to get BKB on this hero. I guess if he gets this and finished up Hurricane Pike, he's got a way out, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, and their only disables are single target focus, so
that's true.
Kind of an interesting idea. I'm not sure if I fully agree with it. I do think that they may end up needing more damage on this sniper when push comes to shove and Team Liquid try and go for the high ground, but
it's like you've got a lineup that can potentially hold. It's just they need to be careful that HFN doesn't get caught out of base again like he has. That's been the previous reason they've been pushing in every time.
Yeah, he's been playing a lot of split push games while his team stays as this 4-man.
He did just blink forward. They're going to jump around. King RD in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get caught up. Oh no, they just shred him. The 2 does get that BKB off. Can he chase on to more right now? It doesn't like it. That might be the end of it, but it's King RD's initiation. They still find the kill. They're like, that's fine.
This Dagon, like, the moment mind control gets a Decrepify Dagon on somebody, they're just dead. They just disappear from the map.
I just love this, because they don't have to back off far, because he's actually not using life drain aggressively. He's just like, hey.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, the jump in. Actually finds straight
on.
There it is. Poison Nova. No. Tavo going to try and run away. Duster as well. They can't hang around. They have to leave arms behind. He just gets melted. And now GH, that's a little bit over aggressive. You're going to maybe die off here. Final right clicks come. No, not from the crease, from the sniper in the end. And, well, that will end the engagement. But honestly, all things considered, paiN came out really well for them. That Poison Nova should have been a lot more tragic than it was.
Yeah, that was such a cool type of initiation where the Tiny just fearlessly jumps in and tosses back to his teammate. Duster had thrown down the Static Storm before the Kinetic Field.
Yeah.
And it's a little deceptive because part of it, like, this hero is flying through the air, so it feels a little awkward laying down that Static Storm and everything. But if he had done that, then they don't get the Poison Nova, and maybe that fight looks a little bit better for them, and maybe they can actually be a little bit more aggressive. But the Ancient Apparition combined with the Decrepify combined with the Dagon is, like, they actually just one-shot the Tiny. It's insane. He has 2,200 HP, but
the magic
he takes, he takes like 1,500 magic damage from this Dagon Decrepify combination, and then percentage base is going to cut you even further.
Yeah, let's not forget Null Field as well.
Yeah, Null Field, absolutely.
I think it's one of those things like you kind of don't think of actively, and then you realize like 22% extra damage on top of potentially like, I don't know, 1,000 is considerable.
And I don't know if I didn't see if he got Veil Discorded by the Venomancer as well.
BKBs, ladies and gentlemen, you know, they're not just for pro games, build them in your pubs as well, but especially build them in pro games because this is just rough. That's the thing, because when you take an Omni-Knight, one of the benefits is you're like, I don't need a BKB that badly. What happens when your Omni-Knight's always the first pick? They just get wiped out, because that's what they've been trying to do every time. And actually, they're just waiting on the Roche. I think it's the right choice. Liquid, they're not feeling pressured. The later this goes, the better it goes, because if you get to like 60 minutes in, and you've got Kuro farm and Axe, you're going to be better off, logically, because you've got extra slots free. Like, do you think it's actually on paiN to make the move first here? Because it feels like there is a point where this sniper is not going to be able to hold your high ground for you anymore.
Yeah, I do think like paiN Gaming need to make sure that they have the initiation first. That way they can utilize their BKB on the Tiny a little bit more effectively, where he's able to jump in, find that one hero like the Venomancer they did last time, get that pick off, and use his BKB so that Liquid can't turn on it.
They're going to walk past the Veno, though. They're going the wrong way. Veno comes in behind them. He has got the blink, and there's the stun through. They're going to find a kill, maybe straight on a Pugna. They throw everyone in, but now Veno, he's not actually going in just yet. They'll finally get the kill, but it took a while. KuroKy's like, hey guys, anyone want to play? Stun straight onto Tavo. The Ice Blast is there as well. Oh, he does get the heal off. He needs to get out quick. Guardian Angel use. KuroKy's like, stun again, let's go. Now there's the stun through on the Hina, gets left behind. Or does he? There's a movement in. GH actually stole the epicenter. Stealing more, gets the Thunder Strike. Just every little bit of additional damage. And double kill for Arms already coming out. GH, meanwhile, pulling back. King RD will make his escape quickly. And Duster with a very interesting little hiding spot in the trees there. But that was a really good fight for paiN. I genuinely thought Veno was going to blink in on that and just go, hello, Poison Nova, who wants to die?
Yeah, HFN actually challenged him really well and then played that high ground area around the Ancients during that team fight. So that was very cool positioning by paiN, and I love the discipline that they were willing to back out after that. I really like this because I think it's just so cool that paiN Gaming are able to challenge Liquid. Yes, they have a stand-in. Yes, they have Kuro playing carry and everything. But again, this team is still very good, and they understand strategy. They're executing very well. Liquid's doing a lot of things right, and paiN Gaming has managed to keep up with them.
It's true, and they just done it again. It's GH. It kind of feels like Liquid are getting maybe a little bit bold because they've started to split up a bit more. And paiN, we were saying, they want to do this. They want to capitalize on your kind of like greed. Because as Liquid, you know, you're feeling that gold lead. You want to kind of end this quicker.
All right, so who is it? Is it Pugna?
Who's it going to be? Come on.
Oh, no, it's Venomancer.
Oh, they're going to get Venom. Like, if we die, you die too. You know, it's not the worst choice. And like you said, the stats, it could be the difference between him living through the Static Storm.
Yeah, and getting off that Poison Nova, all important. They can't let Kuro be initiated on by himself, though.
True. Oh, Shrapnel goes out. KuroKy. There's 3 heroes here. This wasn't the plan. Manta trying to move away, but the glimpse is there. BKB's up. It's like every little count. And there's the life trying to keep him alive. He turns around. Can't get the stun off on the Tavo. Needs to be careful to back away from the vision because Arms is on the prowl. And if he sees any weakness, he'll exploit it. Oh, Matu. No, the blink away just in time. I think he was like, he's kind of at that point. Matu's like, something doesn't feel right here. I'm just going to go back. Because he was waiting for it. He wanted to push in on someone else because that's perfect. You just walk out and say, hey guys, Poison Nova. Everyone love this, but now this is what they've been waiting for inside of paiN. And the Ice Blast comes in. That's the thing. Ice Blast hits, you suddenly get paranoid. You have to run away.
Yeah, you can't really stand around in that pit any longer.
Oh, nice lift. GH. Oh, it's nice force up away. There's the epicenter through. They're going to find GH. Static Storm as well. KuroKy. Can he stay alive through this? He can't. Arms just get straight through him. That's 2 dead already on the side of Liquid. And now Matu, he needs to run for the high heals because you haven't got Poison Nova and you definitely can't stand up against HFN who did get hit by it, but it's like this is probably the weakest Poison Nova we've seen all game.
Yeah, he just keeps on throwing Repel on the Sniper, and Sniper is always able to stand his ground. And he's got a Lincolns as well, so he really just can't stand there right-clicking everybody, never really challenged by most of Liquid.
Oh, they're not done yet. Arms gonna walk onto Matu. They thought they were in the Roach Pit, but they decided they want more blood. Matu trying to stay alive, but won't be able to do so for much longer. BKB comes out. Can he get the Arms? No, he can't. And now chasing onto more. They got their hands on the Heen. Can they kill him off, though? Yes, they can, because Sniper's damage is just brutal here. They do get the kill on Arms, as expected, but 4 for 2 in the end, and now you just go back and you finish the Roach.
Great choice by paiN to keep on the offensive. All thanks to this aggressive kind of ward that they have next to the Shrine area that spotted the fact that Liquid was still chilling out there. Entirely dodged most of the Ice Blast and everything, so really great choice by them, all thanks to the vision that they have. That being said, paiN Gaming is doing quite well, in part because of their BKB timing and everything, but we are going to start giving out some Aghanim Scepters. We've already seen one given to the Venomancer. As we start giving out to the Pugna and the Ancient Apparition, that burst damage is going to hurt even more, and you're going to start seeing situations where Poison Nova and Ancient Apparition's Ice Blast, they're going to outlast this Repel, and then the Sniper could be in trouble, even if he does get a Repel and just stands and fights. So I'm not sure exactly how the dynamic of the team fight changes as we start seeing these Aghanim Scepters given away to Team Liquid. Again, this is kind of what we were alluding to early on in the game, is that this late game is going to be very fun to watch in these team fights. So far, paiN Gaming has found the initiation advantage almost every single time. That time, they go on an Omni Knight, don't actually get to blow him up, and the Sand King gets this beautiful jump-in epicenter combined with a Static Storm on top of 2 of their heroes. And the only good thing for Liquid happened there was a Poison Nova that wasn't very effective.
See, like, the thing I'm not liking from paiN is this constant aggression. It feels like it's actually forcing Liquid to throw out ultimates when they don't want to. So they haven't got the big wombo combo. They've got Poison Nova going off, and the next fight's like, guys, we haven't got Poison Nova. What do we do? Hide in the base. And King RD jumps straight in. Shrapnel just go pop, and KuroKy BKB'd up, wants to chase through. There's the Matu ult. It does catch multiple heroes, but HFN can stand his ground, just melt through them here. Ice Blast, not going to hit, but Omni, the Repel doesn't save you from anything. He's already been popped. Now they're just going to wait here. Hello, nice turnaround. The Static Storm doesn't hit anyone, though. His BKB, he's like, I've got to get a summon out of this, guys, but he can't. GH just stands his ground, and Tavo is going to get shredded here. They get the kill on the Sniper as well. HFN dead for 120 seconds, and now Tavo, he'll follow him to the grave. Arms trying to run away, but the slow paiN, he finally gets invisible. No, the Kinetic Field's not going to touch. They are going to find Duster. That's going to be 3 kills in the end as they finish off him. The last 2, oh no, KuroKy, he can't get across in time. King RD, patient, calm, just quickly gets rid of those creeps before it becomes a problem.
So you see what Liquid did there is they read the last team engagement and they said, we overly committed because our damage over time wasn't going to be able to do anything. The Repel just allowed the Sniper to stand there and fight. So what Liquid did this time around is they made an initiation, they managed to get off the Poison Nova, and then they start retreating. And then eventually that Repel wears out, and the Sniper can't feel as comfortable staying there and fighting. The Repel's gone, he starts taking Poison Nova damage, and when he tries to go back in, he no longer has that magic immunity, but Tamaman takes huge advantage of that, blinking forward and getting him down.
Oh, but King RD, this is an interesting move. He jumps straight in, needs to get the hell out of dodge real quick, but there is an Omni Knight ready to fight. Matu does BKB up, should be fine here. Just trying to force Tavo everyone to stay with your arms. Did a lot of damage. Ice Blast just shreds through him. And Tavo, this is a little bit far. This is not where your base is. You can try and get back. You won't get back quick enough. They need to hold because this, it feels like everything they've got left. HFN gets so low. It's going to tick out. And now Duster as well. It's going to be all dead. Buybacks being thrown at them. But they're 2 versus 5. What can they do? The epicenter's already been used. It's going to be a glimpse back to base saying, King RD, you stay the hell out of this. And I'm trying to let up, guys. Where's my entry here? Because GH, he's just standing there. And he's defensive with his nullfield aura as well. GG. Does it get cool?
I think so. I mean, I think there's no way that paiN can actually come back from this with just a Tiny and a Sand King. They're just going to go straight for the tier 4s.
Well, Arms is like, I can stand my ground. I'm not going to toss you away. Get out of my face, Kuro. You're not meant to be playing carry. This wasn't what I expected this tournament, but now, yep. This is going to be the Neville Blast. It's going to be the Neville push. And yeah, without the Sniper for 8 seconds, this seems like it's inevitable.
Yeah, we need some... He needs to have, like, the toss charges by now and just, like, chain funnel heroes into the bout.
Get out of my face.
Toss them all into the same team.
Matu's not done just yet. There it is. GG gets killed. King RD, the file starts through. We won't find anyone as the farm kill ends up being Tiny. And what a game. I mean, we were saying this was going to be, like, the closest one. And it felt like either team could take it. At first, it looked like Liquid were going to.
Yeah, Liquid's, What I loved about this game is the fact that Liquid, in order to win, changed up their tactic, learning from the last failed team fight.
Yeah.
Right? It was just such a big difference when they were able to get this Blink, Veno, Gale, and then they retreat, play off of the repel, wearing out, and then go back in. And naturally, paiN has this lineup that needs to be able to commit a little bit harder. So I think that really well played by Liquid. I think paiN Gaming definitely stood up to Liquid. You know, again, discounting the entire, like, okay, they've got a stand-in who's going to be playing the 5 position, Kuro's going to be playing carry. This is still Liquid, right? This is still a team that I think most of the teams here at this tournament are going to be a little bit scared of. So paiN Gaming, they at least gave us a really competitive Game 1. Hopefully they do the same for Game 2.
It's kind of crazy, like, because you saw like old meta versus new meta, it felt like as well, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we see more of that in Game 2, as Cap said.
Tune out a world of ordinary. Listen closely to what's left. The void. A place where sound is never just noise. It's a competitive edge. A weapon in your arsenal. It's something you can never touch, but you can always feel. And this isn't like anything you've ever felt before.
so long at a blank page. I feel faded, far away. I shiver like I'm losing my name. Well, look what we've done. If we keep our eyes wide open, we'll show everyone. Let's get up and run. We can find all our hope in staring at the sun. Time grabs a hold. With a picture thrown to flames, I feel cold. But like the fire, it lights my soul. 'Cause I can carry all these things and still grow. Yeah, I know. Look what we've done. If we keep our eyes wide open, we'll show everyone. Let's get up and run. We can find all our hope in staring at the sun. We keep eyes to the clouds. We will not look down. We keep eyes to the clouds. We will not look down. Look what we've done. If we keep our eyes wide open, we'll show everyone. Let's get up and run. We can find all our hope in staring at the sun.
Gimme, 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 gimme that swing. Gimme that swing. Gimme that swing. Gimme, 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 gimme that swing.
Hello and welcome back.
Oh,
We're at
yeah.
DreamLeague Season 9. And we are in the middle of our last series. Well, if we're in the middle, that will actually be decided by our next game, because it is game 1, best of 3. It could go to all 3 games, but we'll have to see if paiN Gaming can make a comeback, because they were unfortunate enough to lose that first game. It was a tough one, a lot tougher than we were expecting, I think, here with
Well,
Fogged and Owen.
I don't know. I thought it was going to be close. And I think
Yeah.
we have it pretty close. I think paiN Gaming, they look good.
Yeah, I think
I'm
they
sure they didn't win, but
I think
they
they
had some
look
great bits.
They looked really good versus like Liquid playing with a lot of very comfort heroes, right? They've had the Veno for Matu, they had Mind Control on Pugna. Sure, the Alchemist was a little bit of a curveball, but it fit really well with their draft. Being able to give those Aghanims, you start to see the true power as the game progressed. But I thought they made some really neat moves, right? Like King RD, he didn't go for the Blink Dagger Rush, he went for the Spirit Vessel to try to punish this Alchemist because it works really well versus the Chemical Rage and all that. And they were doing some nice plays with the tossbacks, constantly getting pickoffs, but at one point, it seemed like they got overwhelmed. They had some nice fights, but once those Aghanims all start getting delivered, the fights just they look like impossible. The Poison Nova just kills everybody.
No, I think as a whole, and definitely for me, I thought HFN looked really well. He looked amazing on the sniper.
Yeah.
He had, I think at the end of the game I saw Kuro had like 372 CS. This sniper, he had 498 CS.
Yeah.
Like, he was farming like an absolute boss. He was playing the fights great. It really just sort of come down to one of the fights on the top lane that we are going to see a replay of, where it just sort of fell apart, which, yeah, we'll see. But I think GH sort of, he pulled out some big plays in that fight.
GH, yeah, he was.
And this was a GH that got handed an Aghanims, who
think,
got prioritized in terms of ags. You know, you got this lineup, you got a few cores that have pretty good ags upgrades. Kuro's like, yeah, I know who I'm giving this Aghanims to first. I'm giving it to GH. It's
Yeah.
really
I think we have a different replay first.
Yes,
So
we
yeah,
do.
fuck
This is
this
a
like
pretty good
replays.
one.
Let's take a look. So this was an
This
interesting
was a bit
one.
of fun here. We see HFN. You see him TPing to the
Oh!
base, but he doesn't TP actually to the fountain. So you see him right now on your mini map. He's running back to base, desperate for this fairy fire. He gets it, and he
does-
actually survives because of it. Look at
That
him go.
was so close.
He does the math.
though.
He does the math.
He did
Look.
the math.
He actually did the math. Why didn't he just teleport to the fountain?
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
That's a
kids.
plus over there.
Shut up.
But yeah, that was a really clutch little save there. He could have probably just TP'd fountain. He would have been fine.
Yeah.
He panicked
Yeah.
to get out, almost dies and pays for it.
All right, and now we have the fight that
Yeah.
you were talking about.
Yes,
Owen.
this is GH does some great stuff here. So we've got GH. He's like that. I think you see what he gets. He gets shrapnel and then he's like, he gives
He
him vision everywhere.
He shrapnels
Like,
throughout the whole area.
Yes.
Steals Repel right away. Throws it on his
and then
board.
look, I think it's GA as well. Doesn't he?
He
Oh,
gets
this-
Guardian Angel with an Aghanim.
There we go.
His whole team as well. They instantly blow up this Omni Knight because
Because look at this.
Ogna.
lad. So he's just used GA and died. And then GH is like, yeah, I'm taking that one. Bam. Aghanim's GA for everybody. And then
Got him.
at that point, you know, paiN Gaming are all shook up. The BKBs are starting to wear off for arms on the TA. They've got to get out of there. That's why the Tiny. And they're able to run down the sniper. And, you know, as good of a game as HFN has. I mean, this, you know, it's a hard game to play sniper in, but HFN did do a great job of it. But in fights like this, they were able to get on top of it.
You know what
it's
I love
incredibly
most?
difficult to keep the distance away from Liquid's heroes. They all
Yeah.
have blink daggers, so they just
Yeah.
all get into the back line onto that sniper. Sure, he has repel in situations, but he didn't actually ever buy a BKB, so he was very easily burstable by this lineup that Liquid has. There's so much magic damage as it progresses.
Yeah.
I loved GH. Just every time he gets instantly use it.
Yeah.
Just
Well, that's how you got to do it, especially when you got the Ags, because you've got
Yeah,
a
yeah.
few seconds. You
Just
want to get as
steal the
much
spells
out of there as you can.
and just pump them out.
He did in that fight.
Yeah.
I think you could look back and, as I say, I think, yeah, GH played that fight perfectly.
Was a fun matchup. That was game one, though, only of the best of three. So we
was.
still have paiN with the second chance to force out that third game. Can they do it?
I do think so. I think they had some really good plays coming out. In particular, like I was saying, that the Tiny, he kept getting tosses back. Like Owen mentioned, HFN had a very good game keeping the distance. Got picked off a couple times, but as the game progressed, it does get really hard for them. I think, yeah, their Omni Knight pick got heavily countered. Like, look at that draft. It's all magic damage. This Guardian Angel was not really much of an aspect
Yeah,
in the
poor
game.
guy. Actually, this was, of course, heen playing support.
It was.
And
He
KuroKy
did it right, yeah.
playing carry. We had a little bit of a role swap because Miracle is taking a bit of a break, a bit of a breather in the heavy, hectic schedule. How did he do?
I think Kuro did. So Kuro did great.
Yeah?
He was
Kuro did
where he
great.
needed to be on the Alchemist. He was sort of far ahead of everyone. Sure, we saw HFN. I said he was somehow. I don't know. It was HFN played really well because he was
Yeah.
keeping up with this Alchemist, and it wasn't like Kuro was. He wasn't playing a bad Alchemist. Kuro was having a great game. Like
He was.
He was
And
incredibly
he
farmed.
even found that Tiny in the bottom
Yeah.
trees there, that like vac play. Just
I
really
actually, I
cool
guess
find him.
it's always worth knowing because someone always at home pulls out. I say that they were at the same net worth. They obviously weren't because technically Kuro
gave
had
away
farmed
Aghanim's,
Aghanim.
sure.
And so,
Yeah.
so okay, all right, Twitch chat. Okay, they weren't at the same net worth. But either way, HFN was very fun. But no, Kuro played great.
He did.
Heen, on the AA, I think that's great.
Did his job.
Did his job.
Died
Did
a
the
couple
ice blast.
times, but
He missed a few, but you know he's only the coach, so we'll let him off for that.
Yeah.
But he did it a lot as well.
all he really had to do at the end of the game there was actually just throw ice vortexes on targets that were poison over. So
No,
not too
but
difficult of a job.
they dealt with the SWAT really well, and I think other teams are going to watch it, going to think, all right, this Liquid, they have certainly still turned up to play,
Yeah.
and they're certainly doing it. And if anything, I don't think this was Liquid sort of stepping down in their ability. This was just paiN Gaming stepping it up. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see
Alright.
what happens in Game 2 between these two teams.
Yeah. By the way, if any of those players would be an MVP for you,
Oh,
you can vote.
was he Chappy? Oh,
But no, there's no result of previous game because you gotta actually vote before we have MVPs, guys.
oh, did we
Here-
not do it for Game 1?
We didn't because people didn't vote, and these are the votes.
What?
These are the controls.
Nobody voted?
Oh, no, we didn't. We didn't have.
we didn't have it open.
We
I
didn't
don't-
No, we just didn't.
activate it. So maybe
I-
people voted, but we just
think-
we messed up, guys. But make sure you vote for the next
Make
one.
sure
We'll
you vote.
see,
Make sure you vote.
who is your MVP, and you saw the commands there with the full player name. So not MC, but mind control.
Yes.
For
Get
example.
your votes in.
Who was your MVP of that game? I think GH.
I thought GH did play that
He played
fight
super
there.
well.
Because
Yeah.
we were sort of saying, at that point, it was like paiN Gaming. They could definitely have closed it up.
Yeah, you
but
said at
they-
some point, like we
Yeah,
saw KuroKy. You said
I
they
thought they
just
might
lost.
actually lose the game. Yeah,
Yeah,
when they got
I
the
know.
Aegis in the Roche, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, they might actually be able to take this game. Yeah, I thought they actually had it in the bag, but
Yeah.
a couple mistakes, get caught, get paid for.
I know, I'd even give it to GH, or I would be tempted to give it to Kuro. Because he did literally turn up and play the mid-alchemist, and, a different role for
Fair.
him that he's played in a while, and he did play it very well.
He did.
play it very well, Kuro.
But he has been a player all the time. Heen, however, you know, coming from.
he's been
You
a
trying to
player
give Heen the MVP? Our Heen?
I think he's been
Love
playing.
you, Heen.
He's
You
been,
played well, but
no,
you're definitely not the MVP that game.
He's like one of the old boys, you know. He's been playing Dota for like 30 years.
Yeah, but so is Kuro. So he should and he actually was carry in a part of his career. So he should know how to, how to carry. I don't think that you can give him an MVP just for the role.
Can I, really quick to the production there, can I request a quick mute for the people at home?
Oh!
I cannot breathe.
All right.
Rain slugger's coming out.
All right, close your ears. Oh, yeah, you're muted. I can't hear you.
No, everybody get down. Oh. I've got a biochemical disaster here.
I'm sure there is somewhere you can change the name for DreamLeague to something with...
what?
I don't know. It's
I
like
don't
having
know
the
what you're
cold
talking
league. There's somewhere a joke in there.
Having a cold league. Wow. Jeez. Honestly.
It is.
The comedic prowess we have from our host, ladies and gentlemen. I can't stop laughing.
Oh, you're mean. Am I
You're
muted?
very mean.
Am I good now?
That's not
Can
mean.
you guys hear me
That
now?
was a little bit.
How does that mean?
How does Shiv, how do you deal with this?
That's not mean.
How do you deal with that one?
I was being nice.
So, quick bans. We look. Vanamancher's taken out. They're sick of Matu. So, what's he going to play this time? Probably the Viper.
Viper or Pugna.
Viper or Gyrocopter, probably.
Oh, no, Gyro's banned. So.
Oh, Gyro's banned. You're right. So, it's probably the Viper then.
And I mean, maybe he's got his hacks installed, you know.
Dude, Matu's playing Viper, man. Come on. So, paiN, what do they open up with this time? The Omni Knight did okay, but
yeah,
got
what did they do
heavily
last time? They did do what, Omni Sanking.
They did do Omni Sank.
And those two heroes are still there. I think the Omni may sort of got shaken up because you've seen, Liquid, they can pull off these drafts that just do not care about an Omni Knight.
Yeah.
So maybe they're going to think twice about getting an Omni as their first pick. Let's see what they got.
Team Liquid's
They are going to take it
Take
again.
it anyway, yeah.
So I think if you're Liquid, you might be like, well, boys, let's do a similar draft. Sure, the Venomancer's not there, but you can get someone else from a Tumber as you're
AA
saying.
Viper. You could just do that.
I
Or they can get
get-
Rubik early
yeah,
on this time around versus the Omni.
I think getting Heen on the AA again is a solid open.
Yeah.
Just get that AA for Heen.
10 seconds remaining.
Rubik AA Viper.
Yep.
5 seconds remaining.
You could either go Sanking AA yourselves.
Yeah, could
very, very
could take it for yourself. That's very true.
Oh, there, okay.
They moved the Rubik up. Yeah,
I think you're most.
it's so good versus Omni, right?
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah,
you're
of course.
expecting the paiN. They're gonna pick some very impactful hero for King RD that you're gonna get good spells to steal.
And as we were saying, GH, he's on form today.
Yeah.
As he is most of the time, and did have a very good Rubik performance in game 1.
10
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
Rubik Viper. Are they gonna do it?
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, I think it's
Okay.
I was gonna say I would have liked to see him play something different, but he did. He had a good game. This is such a good hero.
It's great versus. It's just amazing versus Omni Knight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's good against the Omni. It's one of those heroes that sort of gets on with his.
You got a nice synergy with the Rubik and the cold feet.
Yeah, it's a good hero, but I want to see what else he can do. And I'm sure he's not going to play
Well, we'll
every
see
single
tomorrow.
game here at LAN. I mean, maybe he will.
5
but
seconds remaining.
We'll see his versatility down the line.
What do they take this time? Do they switch it up and just go for something like that Earth Spirit to make Rubik not have some nice spells to steal?
Her spirit just seems to be pretty hard to play at the moment.
It does. I agree. I just don't think you want to pick the Sanking into this Rubik. It just gives too many options. So Tusk.
Yeah,
Tusk. This is if they want to pick, that hero. That is. It will just be Disruptor.
Yeah.
So similar.
Okay.
I think I just heard Matu say something about Drow Ranger.
It's nice being so close to the players,
Yeah,
isn't
this
it?
is great.
10 seconds remaining.
I'll see what they want to say for in terms of bans. I mean, Liquid, is there any sort of heroes you're worried about from last game? I kind of feel that HFN does warrant a sniper ban against him. He was really good. And
It was really good, but I think the sniper in particular was versus like Venno and Pugna. That's where that hero can kind of shine.
Okay,
You can
sure.
Keep your distance.
It was, as you say, there was strengths there. But I mean, you've got a good lineup, but you've got an Omni and a Disruptor. These are two heroes that are very nice with Sniper.
It's true.
Want to back him up defensively and disrupt it. You're always going to get the vision for those glimpse backs with the shrapnels. So, we'll see what they do take. They take out the Life Stealer. Which it does mean that they're because they themselves could have certainly gone for Life Stealer in this sense as a way to do with the Disruptor.
Yeah. I think they're more concerned about playing against it rather than playing with it.
Yeah.
It's just very good versus both Rubik and AA. These two supports don't do much versus a lifestealer.
Yeah, I'm one of those rare heroes where Rubik, you know, there's not really anything amazing for him to steal.
Yeah.
They're not the most impactful spells really for Rubik to have.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, let's see Liquid. Do we see anything from the last game that they picked? I mean, as you mentioning, the Viper is still there.
Yeah, Viper, very traditionally good versus... Can be good versus Disruptor if you play around it nicely, because you're just like this frontliner that is very resistant toward the spells.
Interesting though, you know, Liquid, they do still ban out the Sand King. I mean, as you were saying yourself, when you have a Rubik on your lineup, sometimes you're sort of happy. But I guess if anything, this is just a respect to how well King RD can have his game on a Sand King. So they just don't want to let him have the ability to, even though you do have the plus of having a Rubik to steal those very strong spells.
Yeah.
Team Liquid's turn to
They got the Pugna too, so banning 2 of the heroes that they lost to in the last game.
I'm down with that, no Pugna.
I think it's, I mean, when you have Omni Knight, right?
Exactly.
Granted, taking out these big spell damage heroes is excellent.
You want to make sure that you want to try and force Liquid into a position where they're drafting someone that needs the
And there's the Viper.
work on the GN.
Like, like we were saying,
no
no
surprises there. No
the Veno's banned,
surprises.
the Pugna's banned, he's playing Viper.
paiN Gaming. I think, you know, maybe looking at someone to play around with the Vision game. Are you going to?
10
I mean,
seconds
as you said, the King RD hero is always so important
It is.
in that position.
5
For
seconds
Tusk is still
remaining.
there. That was one of them we mentioned that we've seen King RD have some good games on. He does sometimes pull out the shaker, but it's always a hard hero to make work. And what was doing at Earth Spirit, as you said, still there.
Yeah, all these heroes
It's-
though
it's-
versus Viper, it
hard.
doesn't sound so good. They just sound like this hero
But
just tanks through them.
Yeah. So that okay, this is great news for paiN.
Oh, this was
hit-
banned.
It was
This was
banned
banned
out
last-
first phase by Liquid,
Oh,
and
this is cool.
and this will be by the looks of it as well. I think is this going to be a support nature's pro? How are
Yeah.
they going
Looks
to
like
this?
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it will
Do
be,
you
yeah.
think they're going to do it as the 4? Because I mean, as you said, sort of the natural 4s, as you said, they're going to have a hard job getting in the faces.
Exactly.
So this is sort of a way of addressing that and playing a little different in that role.
They can play it like this. He can kind of just like dual lane with the Omni, or he can look to punish the Viper if they pick like another strong mid laner.
Yeah.
They can actually stand versus it because
Yeah, I like that.
Rubik AA, like the trains are actually a big problem for you. You don't deal with trains very well. So that could be cool. I'm excited for that. That's always fun seeing the support nature's profit.
No, we've seen decent success with it
have.
across all the
EG.
different regions. Yeah.
Yeah, EG's had some really good people first banning it versus them because
Yeah.
of that.
It definitely can work. Well, Liquid, what's going to be their answer to it? At the moment, in terms of catch, pretty much it's just the telekinesis. Other than that, lots of chances for the Prophet to walk his way out of there.
Yeah.
So still looking for...
Oh.
we're getting a Magnus
Wow.
game.
So they're setting themselves up for some very hard melee
Oh,
carry. What could it be?
Oh, a Mind Control Magnus. That is beautiful.
That has been so long.
I mean,
I
it's,
never see Mag anymore.
it's the
Why
bad
have
hero
we
in a
not
lot of
seen
situations.
Mag anymore?
It's just such a hard hero to play.
Slow paced. You need someone else to kind of start the fight most of the times. You get your Blink Dagger very late, and the way DOTA's played, it's very fast paced.
remaining.
This hero's received
So it's too
many
slow.
nerfs.
It's
very
and
slow.
But is it Nature's Prophet? Doesn't he make the game faster? So shouldn't this be like a reason to try and match that pace?
Well, I mean, as long as if you do get a good timing on the blink, you know, you are
Yeah.
going to deal with sort of this
Oh,
group up and push and the Visage.
Oh, that's a
big time changes coming out from paiN. Because that's a core
Yeah.
Visage more than likely.
Oh,
Unless
definitely,
Nature's
yeah.
Prophet goes in the... one of these.
copying Fear with that one. Does that mean that we should be worried
Oh
about
yeah,
Throw
yeah,
Rangers?
copying the EG strats here, really, isn't
This
it?
looks
Overall,
like a EG draw.
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
EG.
Remaining.
Does that mean that we should be worried about a Throw Ranger?
5 seconds
Or-
remaining.
I mean, I guess always if there's a Visage in Nature's Prophet.
You could,
But-
yeah. But you know that Liquid's already looking for a melee carry
Sure.
with that Magnus, so it's always a bit scary. Like if they just pick like a PA and you have some Drow Ranger, that's
Yeah.
like... Even though PA is usually looked at as a pretty weak hero.
Oh, I hope Kuro
Great
does go
matchup.
for the PA.
I hope he gets...
I hope Kuro goes for PA this game.
Team ban.
Well, they banned the Jug. He might do it. Jug's pretty good against PA. You know, I can see why you banned that.
They've picked it before for Miracle, recently as well. They
Yeah.
have played that PA.
Does Arc Warden work here, by the way? That's.
I mean, if you draft
no,
Magnus,
right?
you're not picking up.
I think
Okay.
you want
I
to...
just want to make sure, because you never know.
I mean, I guess,
what
I
else
guess
could
we
Kuro
never
be
know,
thinking?
right? I guess we...
5 seconds.
And he's playing versus Omni, right? It's like you don't really want to play something that's just
What-
pure physical,
True.
right? Like Guardian Angel.
What other heroes would you ban Jug if you want to pick as your carry? As a PA, definitely one of them, of course, with the Omni Slash going, for, gives you, hit, ignores invasion and such. You get true strike with hits.
PL? With PL and Magnus, it's so easy to see who's the real one because that's the one that gets buffed.
I'm wondering if Kuro's a bit of a troll warlord picker.
He's versus Omni though, right? It's like Guardian Angel looks so good.
Yeah, but you
I
attack
mean,
fast.
Omni's very good versus
Yeah,
no
but
matter what.
But you attack fast,
that.
you can get rid of the burst real fast.
Yeah.
Sure, and if you're playing troll against the Omni, you do just you build nullify.
They ban the PL.
They ban the PL.
Because they don't have the AoE to deal with those illusions, so I think
So
that's
paiN?
a really good choice.
I mean, as you said, maybe there's an opening for a Drow lineup if they do want to go for it. Anything, any other sort of big safe lane as well? It depends where the Visage goes, I guess.
I mean, we don't really know where we don't really know where these heroes are going.
No.
Maybe with last pick. Last pick is Liquid, by the way, so
is,
we're
yeah.
waiting for paiN's hero at the moment. I heard
What
something about
have we
Tuesday.
seen EG do that works well with Visage? When EG have done this sort of draft?
Luna?
No, I mean, again, sure.
Heavy push.
Heavy push?
EG,
So it's going to be what Visage
It's
mid
going to be
then?
what Arteezy Luna.
So it's heavy
Fear
push,
Visage,
high
Misery,
tempo?
Nature's Prophet. Let's go.
Oh, interesting.
How are they going to stop the tempo? Because paiN is looking like they're going to play fast.
Yeah, they've got Mag Rubik, so they do have deep push on this side of Liquid.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do like this lineup from paiN. I think they're certainly going to have a chance. I thought they looked good in game one.
I did
think
too.
this is pretty strong. Visage, Luna, Nature's Prophet.
You like this better than game one? Their chances?
I actually did. I really did like the game one draft, to be
Okay.
honest. I thought the sniper had a very good chance of winning it.
What is Liquid going to go for? Let's see what they want to do. I want to see something fun. As I said, I'd love to see the PA. To be fair, Luna, if you get ahead of the Luna can be pretty vulnerable to a PA jumping on top of her. You do have to ideally get the BKB and such before going. And as you said, the Omni is sort of an issue for these sort of high physical focus carries that Liquid are still likely to go for because, as we say, they've got that Magnus. They want to have someone that's going to be buffed up by him. There's no doubt. Let's see. The final few seconds here from Liquid. What are they going to take for Kuro?
We'll see in a sec.
Hey, what we see,
Yeah,
Ken?
Oh.
Okay.
We were mentioning how they don't have ways to deal with the PL illusions. This is a very similar scenario. And it will be King RD playing that Nature's Prophet, as we were mentioning.
Nice.
That is a very nice DK game.
I mean, it is what you get sort of Blink, Echo, Saber, you're empowered. Anyone you jump on dies.
And they've got CKAA, so it makes it that much stronger in laning phase.
Yeah, so the fast tempo from paiN, will it not be a problem for Liquid?
I think they should be able to hold off with this. With this Viper in the front lines and Rubik Mag, they can stall the game out for this CK to be a huge problem.
What's important for paiN to force this to game 3?
I mean, crush your lanes. I think they need to keep a really fast tempo. I don't think they can let the CK get online.
Right.
So I think just ending the game relatively early.
Crush lanes, pressure.
End the game by like 25 minutes.
All right.
I think paiN can go for the rat play as well. I can see them,
Okay.
drawn out. They've got a lot of ways to put split pressure with the birds, with the Nature's Prophet, and sort of trying to avoid Liquid coming at them with this full 5-man that's going to be very scary with a CK, Magnus Air sort of combo.
Well, fast games are normally very exciting to watch, so let's do it. Let's get into the second game with Killer Pigeon and Capitalist.
We're back for game 2. And, well, it looks like we've got another interesting one. Both teams not failing to disappoint here. As these drafts, they started off a little bit meta, and then they just went in their own wild direction, right?
Yeah, I think paiN Gaming, they were drafting themselves into a pretty advantageous position. I really liked the Visage pickup. I thought the Furion was a great choice by them to be able to deal with what was probably going to be better team fight from the side of Liquid. Then they draft this Luna, and I was like, okay, looks good. And then the Chaos Knight last pick came in from Team Liquid, and that I feel like really hurts them because it's not only a great laner, but it's also a very strong hero versus Luna in that you're able to apply just that direct physical damage into a hero that is very susceptible to it. She's usually pretty low on HP and really usually requires the BKB to be one of those items that just guarantees you have a lot of survivability. But against Chaos Knight, it's very different. So I think paiN Gaming, I still like their lineup. I still think it's relatively good. But I will say I actually preferred their Game 1 lineup. And I feel like this last pick, Chaos Knight, is going to cause them a lot of issues.
So I almost thought we were going to head for the same lineup game. I was like, oh, they're kind of heading there. And then just suddenly completely reared off. Like, yeah, KRD on a Nature's Prophet should be interesting to see here. But they said the issue is going to be that they could easily run a Trance out of Liquid, and they just have so much control.
Yeah, I think like there's a combination of things. The Venomancer creates a lot more space than the Viper does. The Viper wants to be able to fight, and it is a good space creator, but it doesn't do the same that a Venomancer does in that it puts pressure on these side lanes and takes towers and all that sort of thing. So I think they naturally needed to have their KuroKy core be a little bit faster of a hero to be able to, like, it needed to be able to come online, at least do some battling. You're still going to see a Chaos Knight that farms, I would say, a decent amount, but it will at least come online a lot earlier than the Alchemist of last game.
That's kind of like, it feels like the substitute for the fact that the Magnus, he's probably going to have a rough lane, right? They're saying on the couch, it's this type of hero you don't see anymore because he suffers so much in lane.
Did you see that, by the way? Greedy as Kuro took the ward last hit from his supports. He actually waited until his support prepped it for him and then took it away from them.
He's like,
doesn't
sorry.
Kuro, like, because he's the 5 position, doesn't he know the pain of supports playing the 5 position and getting any little gold? Shouldn't he be more forgiving in that regard?
Maybe we give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he still thinks like he's still got like past 5 things going through his head. Like, oh, wait, sorry. I thought I was getting rid of the wards there. My bad.
That could be. That could be. I think paiN did the right job with the laning phase situation once again. I think they needed to be able to dodge the Luna against the Chaos Knight. So they should be relatively happy with the situation. But again, Liquid are well set up in that the aggro dual lane is not going to be that offensive to Mind Control. I think he's going to be kind of happy with his situation. He'll be able to get a lot of solo experience out of his lane.
That's good, because you know you got that typical disruptor harassment. You kind of expect it, but yeah, he's brought more than enough regen. And Tavo gets caught up here. Can actually kill him off quick enough? Yes, they can.
It's the combination of like these stuns and the chilling touch on 3 different heroes, really hard to beat. They are threatening Mind Control at the same time.
He's got the skewer though. You can just walk away whenever he wants, or rather charge away whenever he wants.
Yeah, I think in the future that either the Glimpse or the Lucent Beam is going to be needed to, like, they need to hold on to one of that to deal with the skewer away. They try and go for the kill.
Look at Matumba in the mid lane. This is the power of Viper. Like, oh, I'm so close to death. Oh, he dies!
Wow.
Oh, he's so greedy. He's like, I don't want to use this salve. I don't want to use this. And pays the price. I mean, you don't really expect that early in the game. Like, Visage against a Viper. It kind of favors Viper a little bit. He's just got that natural fast out, but not to that extent.
Yeah, this is already getting a little bit rough for paiN Gaming, because now Arms is, like, Matumba Man's not going to slow down. He's going to keep that pressure up on you.
You're seeing Kuro on the top lane.
Yeah. This is Chaos Knight's specialty right here, is annoying the offlaner to death.
This just reminds me, like, my favorite one is, like, more recently I've had, is in Empire Nyx. He loves, whenever he has lifesteal, he always does that taunt constantly.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the most frustrating thing to hear as a caster. But it's almost like, well, I don't know where the support's right now. It feels like this mid lane is just going to go Viper's way.
You know what this is? This is Kuro getting truly into the mindset of a carry right now. Whoa, what is this? Matumba Man's still going to go for the dive despite the TP in.
They got the control. Look at the lift now. Oh no, KRD arrives. Can they get a kill? Yes, they can now. Matumba's like, I can stand a fight. It's all good, guys. You want to do this? KRD's like, nah, man. It's all good. You go. You have the bird. Think of it as a consolation prize.
You know what that was? That was Matumba Man reading his early Bracer pickup and saying, like, I can definitely challenge anybody in this situation.
Oh, Matumba's he's having a fantastic time in this mid lane so far. Like, everything's going his way. He's got a solo kill. He's getting additional kills.
Yeah. This is going to be a very fat Viper, it seems.
And that's possibly like the biggest concern for this team, because Chaos Knight, he's scary. You know, he only needs one item maybe, and then he's a big threat. And, you know, Magnus, you worry about RP, but outside that, who cares? Viper's probably the most consistent threat for them. So he gets a great lane here. It's really scary. And we were saying there's a drop. What's happening when Nature's close?
The scary part here for this lane is that they can get the combo stuns. Now, he does at least manage to get the heal off, and they're going to be able to get a kill on paiN, actually.
Oh, paiN, yeah, he's completely dead. I mean, they were saying about the power of these trees against range.
Oh, wow. He's going to go for the kill on Kuro, too.
I mean, Kuro's got no mana. He's got enough to break
one. Crazy.
Oh, no, this is really deep. They might get Kuro. Big one. Now he can stand around the start. Goodbye, King RD. And he's like, hey, guys, what's going on over here? Oh, Tava's going to TP out. It's fine. No chance to interrupt that.
Dude, Matumba Man's going to get level 6 pretty soon. I'm not sure how Arms deals with this at all. because Gravekeeper's cloak is no protection against this kind of damage.
Exactly.
Like the damage over time.
And it's kind of like with Visage, when you watch him in the mid lane, it's all about getting 6 before your opponent, so you just turn it into a quick kill. He's just not getting that at all. And I mean, Matu's doing the right build here. You know, the 200 corrosive already means that magic spike that would finish you off is never going to do it. It's going to be interesting to see how they want to approach this. I mean, try and trap him right now. Matu, stand his ground, needs to be careful. This is going to be a death. He's got to die this time. There's no escape. King shows up just to make sure it happens. But
So you said, like, hey, you want to be level 6 as the Visage before the Viper. Well, he's not going to get that, so the supports had to be able to set him up for a better laning phase than what he's currently experiencing. So he's still going to be behind, sure, but the supports pretty much have to babysit him until level 6.
this is kind of smart, right? Because Liquid, they kind of identify this, and then they just get more mind control. Because this should be mind control should be completely like starved out by the disruptor. Oh, last one. Oh, stun again, Tavo. Oh, this is just disgusting. I mean, it's kind of enjoyable to an extent to see Omni Knight suffer. I'm not gonna lie, but
And at the same time, they actually tried to go for mind control in the bottom lane,
he got
but they didn't hold on to the Lucent Beam. They actually opened with the Lucent Beam, so he went for that skewer away.
Thanks, guys. You made the easy escape for me.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing that Sprout's going to do to hold you in at that point. So
I think like it looks like paiN just want to get early pushes. They know they need to take towers just to get the gold lead. They need to self-accelerate forward here because Luna needs a lot more items than Chaos Knight. Mind control. They catch him this time. Doesn't matter they use the stun first. No, it shouldn't. He's got the skewer. He's just going to carry them back with him though. We'll die off.
yeah, he knew he was facing up against the Disruptor level 3, so he should have Glimpse by then. And so there's nothing you can do as a Magnus. He just gets whatever damage he can. Good rotation by paiN, even if the first iteration failed. Those 5-minute rotations where you have the Siege Wagon alive, like, it's very important you get a kill and turn it into a tower push.
Looks like they're doing exactly what they want in that regard. I mean, I think they're just going to have to accept Omni Knight's not going to have an easy time in this top lane. And
yeah.
It's a repeat of last game, really, isn't it? Like Omni Knight last game, he had the roughest lane I think we maybe seen today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Even though, it was just up against Venomancer a lot of time, he just could not really do a whole lot. They are going to switch it up, though. It looks like the Chaos Knight is now going to absorb the farm at bottom lane. But now they do have a Luna that has the level 6 with the Eclipse, so they can actually challenge and go for team fights if they have times. That's what we're going to do at mid.
The mid lane, Matu being chased onto here, going to be blocked out of the crease, has to turn around, the Eclipse comes out, they'll find the kill. King's going to die from return there, that's a nice change. I mean, you forced 4 heroes there and you still take 1 with you.
Yeah, that's great. I think, I mean, it's good for the Viper, but at the same time, very smart from HFN to be using that Eclipse as early as possible, and they're going to use it to also be able to pressure mid tower a little bit. If only the Visage was actually level 6, if only his laning phase went a little bit better, then that rotation looks like 10 times better, because then the Visage familiars get a lot of damage on that mid-tier 1 tower. And I think most analysts agree the mid-tier 1 tower is probably the most important tower of all of them in the first, 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, it just opens up the map, especially with how they brought it forward close to the river now. It's just very hard to get by that mid tower without being seen.
Yeah. It allows you just to be able to go for these really aggressive smokes and nice offensive wards and stuff. Arms has had so many people in his lane though that he's still not level 6 and he's still going to end up
not going to
getting
get there. This is just rough. This is Liquid are playing it perfectly. You know, you got a slight lead on your Viper and now you're just pushing it every opportunity.
Yeah.
Another thing I like is Kuro's getting a little bit more aggressive HFN because he knows the Eclipse is not available, so why not? You know, what's the turnaround going to be? You're super tanky, you've got the Phantasm anyway. Well, actually, they're going to go for him here. There's the Glimpse back. No,
nice
dodge.
dodge.
Ow, perfectly there. We were saying how it was going to be with Kuro's carry, and so far, I mean, last series didn't disappoint. This series, he's been doing exactly what's expected of him so far this game.
Yeah, the reason he keeps on challenging HFN like this is he wants to get HFN low enough that they can attempt to go for a kill.
And they might just now. HFN, so speedy though now. King RD showing up, got the Sprout. Block Mouse nice with his TP. Can he get out in time? Yes, he can. I think Lucent Beam is 1 second off being ready there.
Yeah, very smart knowing that Glimpse is on cooldown and as soon as the Lucent Beam is used. Again, HFN has got to be a little bit more mindful of holding on to that due to the lack of disables on the side of paiN Gaming.
Meanwhile, it's like King's just trying to farm up a little bit in the top lane. He knows he can't really stop mind control too much, but I mean, is there a point in which if you don't get enough towers quick enough, this whole Nature's Prophet support doesn't have enough impact and you just fall off?
No, because what it does is Nature's Prophet isn't just about being able to take towers, but also be able to pressure lanes.
Okay.
Right, so he's always going to be able to TP to side lanes, throw treants out, use Wrath of Nature, excuse me. And so in that regard, Furion will always be a relevant support. But when it comes to active team fight, like, he does very little for you.
That's the worrying part, right? Like, because you look at the side of Liquid, well, you look at right now, they're going to get killed. There's going to be mass TPs in, but can they do anything in time? They have got the Eclipse ready. They're going to use up mind control. The RP, though, very good. Gets dragged back, but says, get out, run.
That was so cool from mind control. He just fully embraces the sacrifice. He's like, leave me, I will lead them away.
So, like, was the last game we had a moment where it was like that, and then Keem, when he didn't have TP, it's kind of that feel as well. It's like, wait, no. I want to join into, just go, get out of here.
That was like what was it, Boromir, when he like is creating space for the hobbits to be able to run away. That was exactly that.
Oh, GH, well, this is exactly space created. There's more depth, purification on the bird. Oh, there's so much push power on the side of paiN. Oh, there's a jump by Kuro. They're going to chase the King away, but there's the Guardian Angel to turn around. There's the vibe strike. Now Kuro going to dive so quickly. And Matu, do you want to stand here and fight? The haste is about to run out. I think you just let him get the tower and accept that it's getting a bit rough. Oh,
nice
Ice Blast! HFN, they get him, and now they'll chase him with more. Arms a little bit of trouble. No RP this time, but they're going to kill off Arms. He's ticking down. There it is.
paiN! Why did you do this? Why did they stick around? Like, that was such a cool play where they stuck together, they didn't panic, they turned with the Guardian Angel, gets that kill, but the fact that they stuck around after all of that was so greedy.
And he's just rubbing his hands, going like, goal, boys!
Yep, that's exactly what he wants to be doing.
Can we take a moment to talk about the fact that, I don't know what's going on with King's like skin. Do you? Like, I don't know what the hell this is.
He's wearing some weird
like pagoda.
Yeah, it's completely bugged out.
It looks beautiful. I need to.
Oh no, another one!
He's lost again. Oh, Tavo.
Okay,
Tavo
he can.
He's TPing out. Oh, the skew.
I can't believe he didn't repel.
Oh, that was so close.
Oh boy.
Just a tip, but he gets away in time.
Again, I'm so surprised he didn't repel during all of that. At least to slow down the damage from the Ice Blast.
Just to make sure you get out, because if that skew had touched a tiny bit, you're dead.
Oh, pull back. Nice catch.
They say, GH, if you're going to steal spells, you're going to have to die for it. But no, he's the cold feet now. GH trying to move away. Can't. He just gets shredded through. And Nature's he's going to chill for the moment. But he's like, I got nothing to do for this. Just take the GH kill. I'll move away. And all the while, just let KuroKy keep farming bot lane because he only needs 1-2 items. And Liquid push top in the meantime as well.
Yeah, whenever Furion sets up one of these pickoffs, the best thing about the support Furion is that it works with the core Furion too, but the fact that you get so much value out of a support hero like this, to be able to get a kill and then take a tower off of it is like incredibly valuable. Very few supports do that for you. It's Shadow Shaman would be a great example. Kuro's dead!
Oh, he's dead! He just completely disappears. That's still level 1 Eclipse as well. Like, it's not even a huge spike out yet.
Dude, HFN, I think this guy has been lauded as probably the best player on paiN Gaming. He is a monster carry, and he is really turning up in this game
now,
too.
Like 7,500 net worth. He's got a good lead, and it's not slowing down at any point. And this has got to be the biggest concern for Liquid out of anyone on that team to start spiraling out of control.
Yeah, and in turn, like, hey, Luna will always be able to keep farming. Right? She like farms neutrals very easily. She's able to do stacks, especially ancient stacks, super value. And then a Chaos Knight can't do that. In fact, a Chaos Knight needs to be enabled. Oh, looks like they caught him in the bottom lane though.
No, he's in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to try and find HFM. Will find the kill, and now they've got back. Duster, you need to run quick. The Ice Blast is there. They got vision. They pull him through, and he's TPA'd. Is he going to live? Oh no, he's
going to
live.
80 HP. I think he's good.
Yes, the final tick. Ooh. A little bit close.
Okay, but that's what a Chaos Knight needs to do, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't farm very well, but it needs to kill heroes, and that's exactly what Liquid needs to do to make sure they come back in this game.
And well, Heen's the one in a little bit of trouble here. The birds are going to catch up. The right clicks are coming through. Is he going to run away from this? He's going to at least create some space, and he knows his death is inevitable. It's just how long can you drag this out? Not too long.
Yeah, tough to be able to get away when you've got Visage Familiars that can spot you out in the trees, and Sprout as well, so...
See everything. It's the life of ancient apparition. You know, you're so slow, you just can't accept this. But that's the thing, because you're always so poor. It doesn't really care anyway. You know? If you draw free heroes' attention, it's not too bad.
So paiN have done a really good job making sure they don't lose this mid tower, despite the fact that Matumba Man won his mid lane so heavily.
Oh, mind control. TP out. Yeah. This is kind of the awkward part for paiN. Three of their heroes don't offer any sort of stun control. They want to gank so much, right? the meantime, it looks like we have got the Helm Dominator picked up by Visage. Where do you go next? Like,
well, we go to bottom lane first, because I think Kuro...
He wants to play. HFL. Oh, the pull through. Can they actually clip the Ice Blast? No, they can't, but the kill should still occur. It's just blocked in. Accept your fate. Good kill, like you said. He needs to keep finding these kills. And Luna's the perfect one because you can't let this Luna farm, like you said. It's going to be a case of, you know, Chaos Knight, he doesn't need as many items as Luna to just come online and be this hugely scary factor. It's actually levels is usually the biggest thing.
That is very, very true. paiN Gaming, in turn, need to be able to stay away from a lot of these fights. Okay.
Kuro just loves teasing Tavo.
It really does.
Same thing every time. But one of the big things I do like is, well, I don't think they like that. The Disruptor gets caught in the mid lane. And now, Tavo coming in, but Matu, he has got the Viper Strike, hit the Purification Ice Blast through. Hits on the multiple heroes. Matu's like, no. Finally, Viper Strike, and there is the RP. They'll find a kill under Visage. And now, Guardian Angel, you switch for yourselves a little bit selfish. You still die off, and that's 4 dead now. Luna about to be up, but, well, I mean, that was a pretty panic Guardian Angel.
Yeah. That felt like a little bit like paiN Gaming towards the end of that game 1. I do feel like they panicked a little bit, and just a little bit of inexperience showing at times. That mid fight was a great example of that, where they saw the Chaos Knight top, so they wanted to be able to fight mid, but they had to make sure they actually had all of their heroes ready to fight in that mid lane before they go for that engagement. Just challenging that Viper like that, especially with a Magnus on the field, is not a great choice. You need to make sure that you can actually kill these heroes when you go for the kill. Otherwise, you're just going to always find the turnaround available to you.
And it's just going to get a little bit rougher, I think, for paiN as well, because you've got such a perfect combo. When you've got the RP, you know, you've got the Viper you can set up, reduce your magic resistance, suddenly an Ice Blast comes in, you're dead. And this is a concern. paiN, they need, it feels like in the next 10, 15 minutes, they need to get a lot of gold on Luna, or this could get rough very quick, especially because Chaos Knight is starting to catch up to Luna.
See, they don't have a hard initiation point. So these smoke ganks from paiN, they're always very awkward. Like, how do they actually initiate?
And Kuro's the front line. They can actually glimpse him back. Kinetical's there, but he gets out. This is just, there you go. Gank should be finished. He's so tanky. The repel comes out, the stolen. Now, oh, Matu's like, I'll stand here and fight. There's the Eclipse. They'll find the kill. And is this once again the heroic, like a Liquid taking it turns, like, I will die this time. Everyone escape.
Yeah, I mean, like, Kuro's just like pointing. He's like, you die for me, you know? Like, this is the Kuro carry, apparently.
Kuro King, there you go.
Yeah. But no, I think it is, like, it's incredibly important that their Chaos Knight does not die anymore, because he's only just now beginning to close that gap between him and the Luna. And it's always going to feel like there's going to be a gap between them just because the Chaos Knight doesn't farm as quickly. That being said, the Magnus does change things quite a bit. We're seeing here with the Empower, they actually did stack up for him, so Kuro is going to be able to at least get some of the efficiency that a Luna does when it comes to farming. Honestly, the Magnus does solve a lot of issues for you in that regard.
Yeah, it's a good pickup. I mean, it's that type of hero when we used to see it. It was always to enable things like the Ember Spirit that was coming out like last year a lot. It's just, I like to call it a pocket buffer, really. It's just down there. It's like, hey, Kuro, do you need a little bit more farm? Okay, here you go. Off you go.
See, the problem is, though, there's the Luna just does that independently, right?
Exactly.
She doesn't need no Empower. She is a strong, independent elf lady. And she is going for an early BKB. So I like the fact that he didn't go for the BKB just yet, went for a lot of the stat items, the Mask of Madness, Dragonlance, Yasha, and then the BKB is going to come online around that 20, 25-minute marker where Luna, I think, hits one of her biggest peaks, where you've got the higher levels of Eclipse. Your lineup in general hits a very big peak at that time as well, because the Visage, I feel like, is most powerful when he's got like that second item plus the level 2 familiars. And then Omni Knight and everything that Omni Knight is, whether it's Repel or Purification or even Guardian Angel, are all like incredibly powerful during those periods of time.
True. And like, because you get the BKB early, obviously you're not forcing Omni Knight to just defend you with Repel. You can save it for a clutch moment. I think the interesting part is obviously at the same time Liquid, they have a lot of things that are concerning even for a BKB or Repeller. You know, you've got the Viper Strike, you've got the RP. It's scary. And, well, they're going to try and lead in.
Nice try, but Liquid did have a creep inside of that Roshan. So they're not going to be able to just sneak in a Roshan.
Hey, keep more farm. He's happy. I mean, Liquid just, it feels like to an extent they are controlling the tempo. They know, they said the next 5-10 minutes they need to commit to a big push.
Yeah.
And
Another thing we didn't really talk about is the fact that Chaos Knight really thrives against lineups that do not have initiation. Because it means he always gets times to be able to pop Phantasm and go for that big like Reality Rift blow-up play. So most of the time, like Chaos Knight is a little threatened by lineups that get on top of him, get a stun, and even if he doesn't die, he's low enough that the Phantasm doesn't feel useful, right? Because you're at like maybe 1,000 HP, your illusions don't feel that powerful, they're just gonna die to any sort of AoE or any sort of control that comes out. But here, paiN Gaming don't have that, and they never really will have that. Their lineup just isn't designed to be able to do those sort of things. So I think paiN Gaming need to be able to hit that, again, that 25-minute window really hard, where they have that BKB and they have this this Visage with the Solar Crest.
You're right, they don't have any serious lockdowns. Like the Static Storm is usually one of the best spells against a lot of heroes that get picked these days, but Chaos Knight doesn't care. If he's ulted already, he's like, oh, okay, I'm silenced, I'll just run at you and club you down, and if you stand and fight me, the rest of my team are just free to go ham.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Liquid have like one of the best initiations out there, right? They have this Magnus RP. They also have a Rubik with a Blink Dagger to lead with the Telekinesis, so they don't have to lead with the RP at first. They can wait until there's some sort of counter initiation. And then Viper on the front lines is just a really good way to deter decent initiations as well.
I mean, it feels like this has been a big difference, is just how quickly GH keeps getting the Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
It's so huge for Rubik, and it's just enabling that team so much right now.
They are completely missing out on Roshan.
Yeah, it's just gone. It just disappears before your eyes. And, well, now Kuro's getting incredibly close to the heart. I love that little change. Like, whoa. Don't kill the catapult. Bring him with us. We'll make him destroy his own base.
paiN is getting really good split pushes off every single time that Liquid commit to any sort of objective, whether it's a tower or here the Roshan. There is always a push going into a tower. So they got a decent amount of damage onto this tier 2 in bottom lane.
It's like you're saying, King just has to do this. It's not like he's going to babysit a core and protect them. He does offer this very different style of supporting, which is just the constant split pushing.
Yeah, it's like a more like proactive way to be able to create space, in that you just shove out lanes and stuff. And if no one is showing when your treants are banging on a tier 2 tower, then you know that Liquid are probably on the other side of the map, and they're trying to either get aggressive or they're trying to take Roshan or something like that. So it's not that direct impact over protecting your carry. It's a more ephemeral way to be able to create space for your core.
It's like even if you show up the fight, it's like Sprout's not doing anything for him. You got Quill and Blade on one, and then Chaos Knight sees you, just pulls you, and it's like, hey, we can share these trees together.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Chaos Knight, him and his team are pushing on the bot lane. It shouldn't take long to get through this, but once again, paiN just going to push in response. They've got the Visage Birds, they've got a Luna. They can do this just as quickly.
Yeah, certainly.
Tier 2 for a tier 1 as well. I mean, by the time you finish that tier 1, with tier 2, it's gone.
My biggest concern is that now that Kuro has the heart, I don't know if they're going to be able to take him on.
Yeah.
And if you can't win a team fight, it's like super hard to win in Dota 2 games, right? It's just like every single high ground instance that you can think of happens with some sort of team happening.
Are you telling me that Dota is a 5-man team
It
game?
is indeed.
That
is exactly what I'm saying. The days of TI3, the split pushing and riding your way to victory, they're very difficult to achieve nowadays. But
I mean, they're making the best effort on the side of paiN.
They are. They got a lot of damage onto that tier 3 in exchange for their tier 2 going down. So
it's like you said, they can't really kill this Chaos Knight. It's like if you don't get him down to about 1,000 HP before he uses his ultimate, you haven't actually got enough damage to finish him off. It just turns around, takes at least 2 of you with him. With Nagus now as well. It's just a game of avoidance.
So ideally, paiN either split push so effectively that they never get into a situation where Phantasm is used, or they manage to somehow force out Phantasm without getting caught, or maybe just like a support dies or something. And that seems, both of them seems very unlikely, just because Liquid does have such great catch mechanisms.
Well, GH just found Tavo. He's going to be forced to use a Repel, but he needs to run away from a Timber. I'm surprised he didn't actually Viper Strike for that, but I guess they don't want to fight. There's 4 heroes here. You haven't got your Magnus here yet, but Timber looking for someone. King, they see him. They haven't got to go to the truck. Can they kill him quickly? Yes, they can. Purification does the deal.
Okay, so they're going to try and catch mid, maybe?
Kuro's
No, he's got an Aegis. Surely they, I know they're kind of alone here, but I don't think you still take this fight simply because he has Aegis.
But Mind Control's shown himself, so you can't go in either of these because the other one just jumps straight onto you. So there's Phantasm. He gets out before they use the ultimate. Now the RP.
Oh, what an RP!
The Guardian Angel used. He's going to buy him some time. The Clip still not killing off anyone. They're going to lose arms very quickly here. Now they need to run. KuroKy still pretty tanky. They might finally pop him, but they're going to lose Duster as well. The Ice Blast through, not enough. There it is. GH with the purification.
That bouncing Fade Bolt hitting the Omni Knight and getting the purification damage in as well. Beautiful little play there from GH, but that was the problem I saw for it, right? Is that because Kuro has a heart and he has his Aegis, it's going to take you too long to kill you the first time around, and you're going to get caught in some sort of situation. The rest of Liquid are going to be there, and you're going to lose so many heroes from this.
It's buybacks galore, you know? The only one hold on, the only one's got left at the moment that maybe turns around is Luna drops, but she hasn't got Eclipse for 100 seconds. I think you just have to let them take the lane. I don't see how you can actually hold this. So Kuro's just going to stand there. Yeah. Oh, he's got himself a hyper turn as well, this will be even quicker. 2, 5 strike out. HFN, you might want to be a little bit careful. A lot of damage can come out, and there it is. Nice control. Ice Blast coming through, going to catch on the Duster and Arms. Arms, fate has found you again, and you shall die off. And now Mind Control skewers forward, actually finds Tavo. Tavo going to die very quickly here. Duster chasing through GH. This man is getting overly aggressive. Will he pay the price? He can't get the final hit on with the Duster. And actually, a 2, he can't get the final hit either. So this Rubber walked away on a tiny sliver.
And Kuro is solely focused on objectives right now.
He is top lane.
You guys can chase for the kills as much as you want. I'm going to take bottom because I know this Furion is going to split push us, so we have to make sure this is efficient.
It's awkward because he's got an Orchid, but what do you do in this fight? Like, what, you silence Kuro, just runs at you, someone else slows you down, and actually Keen chasing Kikar away, and the Orchid coming out. Nice full stuff. So they lose 2 lanes, and they don't really get much in return. They get the tower, which is decent, but Liquid, they're just cruising ahead here. It feels like 12k net worth at this point. It's not the end of the world, but it looks like it when you realize Chaos Knight is sitting with a gold lead over the Luna now.
Yeah, that looks all the more dangerous, especially with level 18 approaching, where you get that extra Phantasm and the Assault Cuirass, which just means a lot more physical damage on these heroes. A pick off on Motumba Man would be pretty sick, though.
Oh, they can kill him. He's pretty tanky. He has got the Shivas, though, so you can't slow him down. The Ice Blast coming through, going to hit on the HFN, but they got no follow-up. Just back away. He's dead. Just allow it. 60 seconds. It's not that big of a deal.
Duster was so close to being able to get the glimpse onto GH because they had vision on the high ground.
GH is a big kill here, though. It's like, you can't just let him sit there when you're trying to push in. If he steals the right spell, it completely turns on you.
Yeah, GH in his Rubik in both Game 1 and Game 2 have been very impressive.
Kuro, that's HFN, forced the Eclipse, but look at the health on HFN already. They'll finally manage to burn through Kuro. And he just disappears. That's a really big kill. GH next on the hit list. Can he force stuff to safety? No. Oh, he gets the Eclipse steal. Tavo needs to be careful. Same HFN, getting pretty low. Cannot. Oh, Magnus, he gets interrupted. Stops it just in time, and the Ice Blast does nothing as Keen dies off. And oh god, those glaives completely stopped any sort of counter.
I cannot believe Kuro jumped in like that.
He's got it, man. It's like unkillable.
Like, he doesn't have BKB. He could get Static Storm, and he won't be able to use Phantasm that whole entire time. Like, oh my god.
And they break the gold.
Oh,
the RP! But no, this is silence instantly. He needs to get out of it quick. Though when he's based, actually glimpsed him back to save.
Oh, they saved Mind Control.
Mind Control's like, thank you. Let's not talk about the RP that's on cooldown now. We'll call it a draw.
What's happening? And now this Skir's gonna top the TP as well. Visage.
No.
You needed to run farther away, friend, before you go for that play.
He has no escape items. You can just buy a little bit of time. Matthew can smell it. Oh, this is slow. This is slow, but he's like, it's inevitable. It's like, I got no way out. Just buy time.
Pigeon, what's going on in this game, man?
I don't even know.
Like, Kuro just, like, he just YOLOs in. He, like, dies. He's thinking, like, I have heart. Like, I'm invincible. But he's Static Storm, and he's trapped by this kinetic field. And he's just going to take the full damage of this clip.
Did you forget he didn't have Aegis? He was like, oh, right. That's a different...
And then Duster, like, saves the Magnus, too, with the glimpse back. I was like, as soon as the Omni Knight doesn't get caught in that RP, I was like, oh, Jesus, this is terrible for Mind Control. He's just going to die here.
But this is the big issue, right? We just saw it there. They were stopped from just turning around because Mind Control held on to the RP just before he actually used it. The glaive just popped on him. He's like, oh, no, Blink Dagger. Yeah. So you couldn't even get back in and turn that around to get some kind of revolt. They are pushing top now as KuroKy's live is like, guys, I'll stay with you this time. Just be within reasonable distance. If you've got a 4-staff, I'll appreciate it so I don't get stuck in a Static Storm without Phantasm.
Look at Kuro being so greedy. He's going for MKB against the Butterfly, the Luna, instead of just like having a BKB.
No Blink needed. And there you go, Phantasm.
Oh, he got the extra illusion.
Oh, this tower's going to disappear. Can you get through quick enough with Glaives? Need to be careful, HFN. That repel's not going to last very long.
He's probably going to have to pop
the jump. Duster already dead. Now Kuro, maybe we want a little careful. Down to half HP. There's a Guardian Angel steal. keep him alive. HFN not doing as much damage, and there's the Eclipse coming out. Kuro not too bothered for the time being. It's like, tickles a little bit, I'll be fine.
Yeah, without the Disruptor, they have no way to be able to make sure heroes stick around when they pop the Eclipse, right? It's like these heroes just walk away, and they're perfectly free.
They have no real control of these fights, and it must be frustrating at this point, because they're just having to watch their base slowly melt before their eyes.
And because he has a heart, Kuro walks away for a little bit, and then he comes right back in. Very efficient.
Actually, he's gonna wait for the repel. If he gets this, he's gonna pull in. He actually finds King R. Nice kill. No split push like to happen now. Maybe we just finish your base. They say, the hoof stop. Luna, Viper strike. No escape by the
NRP.
The ice blast, and they just disappear. GG gets called. paiN tap out. They're like, no way, no more. We've had enough. Well, a quicker one and more one-sided, I'd say.
Yeah, one-sided. There was still the glimpse of like the opportunity there for paiN Gaming when they took that one lane of racks. Hell, if they actually killed Mind Control, I would not. Like, if they didn't glimpse back Mind Control, I would not be surprised if paiN Gaming just pushed into the base again, right?
It's the Luna.
Went towards mid, right? Because then, in their minds, they're going to be thinking, okay, 2 cores down, we want to force a buyback. We know there was no buyback available, so all of a sudden, it could have been 2 lanes of Rex, maybe, in that weird situation. But I would say, yes, definitely more one-sided. Liquid did have better control of the game for the most part, just that one little slip-up. Honestly, it was the Chaos Knight last pick that was very strong. It's so hard to play Luna in these lineups. Even that one time where they caught the Chaos Knight with a Static Charm combination, you saw him right-click the Luna like twice, and he went down to like a 3rd HP. You know, like that's how dangerous it can, and that's without phantasms. You know,
and that's the thing, because like the Magnus usually we kind of look at like, okay, Magnus coming in, you knew someone was coming. We were worried about the Chaos Knight farming, but that offset it. And the bigger issue is when Chaos Knight drags someone in, you're like, we'll either leave him to die or we try and save him. And when you look at paiN's lineup, they have to stack up so hard to do that. So it's just like Mind Control's just rubbing his hands like, yeah, let's get in there. But no, it's an interesting series, but that's it. So we go straight across the couch, I believe.
Yeah, our boys in the panel. They
got some big.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Hello.
I'm sorry, Shiva. That's. I keep on saying boys.
Yeah, come on.
And I said gentlemen at the panel last time around. Ooh. Very sorry, Shiva. The boys and our lovely host, Shiva.
We'll talk about this later.
I'm sorry.
This is the Shiva show, after all.
It is the Shiva show.
I demand respect, But it looked like the Liquid show over there, by the way.
Yeah, the Kuro. I was about to say the same thing.
The Kuro.
Darn it, you took it from me.
Yeah, Kuro's having a great time, isn't he?
Yeah.
As I said, Miracle's watching on the edge of his seat, and I don't
It's like, they don't need me anymore.
Yeah. We saw what happened when Kuro wanted to play carry when Miracle was on the team.
He gives him
he
bounty
played his
hunter.
bounty and
he baits him.
I'm sorry, Miracle, it weren't great. This time around, Kuro can play carry because he had a great game. He was in some cracking Ice Blast.
Yeah.
Overall, I think Liquid, they did have a really good game. HFN, for me, actually had a very good game on the Luna, but the Visage got destroyed. Matu just... That matchup is so difficult for a Visage Viper versus that.
It was a rough one. I mean, it was a little bit maybe one-dimensional draft from paiN. Made them unable to...
Yeah, I think there's a lot that paiN can take away from the series. And as I say, at the end of the day, this is Team Liquid, and sure, it's a changed Team Liquid, but it's... I mean, he's technically a TI winner through proxy. He was there
through proxy
as coach and such. So these guys are still the best of the best.
Yeah.
So I think paiN shouldn't be too hard done by the fact that they lost this. And I don't think they were. There was some sort of smiles on them because I think paiN have definitely got a very good shot taking games against a lot of the other teams that we have here on that.
Yeah, I believe we have a replay.
Okay.
We do?
We do not have a replay.
We do not.
Excellent.
But what we do have is the man who made it still possible.
Oh.
He's behind the door, you guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wonder who it is.
We could get him through?
We could get him to... I saw him try to open the door a second ago, but this is the moment. He's got some walking music. Congratulations, girl. You wave to the audience.
Get the mic. Yeah,
there you go.
There's a microphone and all that.
Yeah, man.
I was still.
I'll keep my distance a little. Make sure I don't infect you. Oh, you're sick already. Okay.
No, come on. You just played a game with Veno and a Viper,
So carry, and back on the carry. How'd it go? What do you think?
I mean, it's very fun to play for me, but I'm not really satisfied with my performance.
Okay. Why not?
I feel it's like 1 year ago I could play carry. It would have been better than today. 2 years it would have been better than the 1 year ago. Every year passes and I'm playing position 5. So like the like the from 5 to 1. It's a very extreme change. So
Yeah.
there comes a lot of factors, like it's a lot of mechanical stuff and decision making. On top of that, since I'm still the captain of the team, so I have to lead. But my team did really well. I think they carried me, and it was a fun game.
It looked like a fun game.
How would you rate hein's performances on the AAs? He had a couple of great games. There's a game too. He had some really nice ice blasts. Were you impressed with how your coach sort of stepped up as part of the team?
Yeah, I mean, Hien is definitely the best Korean player in the world. So
We've got quite a few of those here on land.
That's a bold
and,
statement.
I mean, like, the old MVP tried to poach him, but there's no way he wants to stay with us.
Well,
Did you guys ever feel like you were out of those games?
I mean, I think second game we were very confident all the time, and the first game, the first 25 minutes went really good for us, but some things happened, and but I don't think anyone felt like we're losing. I didn't, at least, so I didn't get the vibe.
Okay.
If you were to rate an MVP for your team for this last game, for this only game 2, who would it be?
I mean, the old cliche stuff is a team game and stuff.
Yeah. But I will tell you, Twitch chat made a vote. So what would Twitch chat have voted?
Maybe Mind Control.
It was not Mind Control.
Was it Chappie?
It was Hien. Massively ahead. The hacked MVP
Miracle's
vote.
really sweating that out.
Yeah. That's a rough one. Missed Miracle, or are you happy an event without him?
Jeez.
I mean, it's like, it's pointless he's watching, Amir, we miss you so much right now, and without you, it's like without the sun. He actually is a very brings a lot of good mood to the team. We do miss that, but I'm playing carry, so I don't mind that much.
I don't blame you. I'm looking forward to see you play the rest of the games as well for the coming weekend, and maybe improve your own performance if you're saying you're not really where you want to be. Maybe at the end of the week you are.
I don't think so, but whatever. Just pick some more alchemists, farm creeps.
More out, yeah.
I've seen people be very excited about Alchemist, actually, because we haven't seen him in a while. People have forgotten how fun he can be. So more Aghanims builds for your team, for your squad.
I mean, I'm still support, so I have to buy Aghanims for my team. Couldn't really change.
I like sort of the support favoritism as well. You give GH it first.
Yeah, I mean, I think you haven't seen that one before, right? Put Aghanims on the support first.
Yeah.
But GH is my boy, so.
I liked it.
And he's playing Rubik, right? That's just a little bit of a
And
throwback
as
right
effectively
there.
giving it to him, you're getting 4 Ags upgrades, aren't you? Because he's just going to take the team's ult. So the value was there.
Definitely. Hey, Kuro, thank you for talking to us. I'm going to let you get back so you can maybe get rid of the cold. Just like the rest, we're going to have you be played out by Thomas.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you, too. Have a good evening. And for us, I mean, this was our 4th series of the day, and they were 4 quick ones, you guys.
They were.
Yeah. It's a quick day. I think a lot of us were sort of like 4 best of 3s. It's going to go pretty crazy, but it went quick. It went quick, and obviously tomorrow is the day where we're not going to get 4 quick best of 3s.
Yeah.
We're going to get some close games.
And I hope tomorrow, though, we do get to see some fun. We get to see some mid-Phoenix, mid-Kunkka, some Alchemist. I mean, we had some exciting stuff today.
We did. Definitely. We have brackets up as well. In case you missed any of the games, here's the results and see who goes through, who did not. As you can see, we have 2 upper bracket matches and 2 lower bracket matches. Tomorrow, all those 4 matches will be played. So that should be very exciting, and it should be closer games.
Yeah, I think
it should be closer games.
There's going to be
and I just want to reiterate again that it was one-sided today was intentional, because that means our seeding was done properly.
Yeah, it's basically just seeding the teams.
And how many teams get eliminated tomorrow? 2?
2 teams get eliminated tomorrow, so we go down from we go from 8 to 6. We take it slow, 2 at a time.
Yeah, some good games tomorrow. I'm particularly interested to see the 2 upper bracket ones. I think are going to be really fun. Like Liquid Fnatic, I think Fnatic's definitely got a chance there.
Yeah, Fnatic looks real
because
real good
they're on the up and up, and also Secret versus Newbie, of course, in the interview with Puppy. Secret, Puppy
they wanted to face
the
Newbie.
team. They're looking to get revenge on Newbie for knocking them out in the past. So that matchup's going to be really, really hard. Yeah,
should be nice.
I think so too.
And we'll see how a fellow You know, so sort of KP does. Again, you know, he was pretty hopeful as well coming into this one. So I'm looking for Newbie Secret. That's going to be the game.
I think Newbie Secret. No, I think I'm looking forward more to Liquid
Really?
Fnatic. Even though it's like Liquid
Okay.
without their full squad,
Sure.
like, I want to see what Fnatic can actually do versus them.
They
They've
look
been
so
on the
good
up and
today.
up.
And this is like a really good test for them.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think this is a great test, even if it is Liquid
Sure.
without their full form.
But Liquid still looked on.
Yeah,
on
they
form.
still definitely did.
So tomorrow we'll be back at the same time. That is 10 a.m. And for now, we wish you a good night, and we'll let the soothing tones of Thomas see you off. Bye-bye.
Tune out a world of ordinary. Listen closely to what's left. The void. A place where sound is never just noise. It's a competitive edge. A weapon in your arsenal. It's something you can never touch, but you can always feel. And this isn't like anything you've ever felt before.
So many beautiful people looking for a miracle. Yeah. Woo. So many beautiful people. Woo. Beautiful people looking for a miracle. I'm looking for a miracle. A miracle. Yeah.
After time and time again, I always thought it would change. Searching for my sunshine, but got caught in the rain. I can't figure out who I should blame. Is it me? Is it you? Or the rules of the game? Cause when I give it my all, that isn't even enough. Plus I heard the sweeter the berry, the deeper the cut. I try to take it slow, they always leave in a rush. It must be bare knuckle love, it's always beating me up. I need a miracle.
So many beautiful people all over the world looking for a miracle. Looking for a miracle. So many beautiful people all over the world. Looking for a miracle. Looking for a miracle.
I'm used to being cut short, this isn't new to me. You're just another mark, a tally on my losing streak. I almost lock it down and I seem to lose the key. My toxic ways always ruin you and me. I usually tend to fan the flame until it burns out. Never satisfied with how it all turns out. After all this time you think that I learned how. Did it to so many of them, it's your turn now.
It's your turn now. So many beautiful people all over the world looking for a miracle. Looking for a miracle. So many beautiful people all over the world looking for a miracle. What you done? Looking for a miracle. Yeah. 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 just sit down. But they won't get away. Can I get out of their hands? And they can't get away. So I got stuck to their hands. Show your face, you're the party girl. 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 But they won't get away. Can I get out of their heads? And they can't get away. Sorry, got stuck to their hands. Look how they dress, looking at them. Got away on money at the weekend. High collars choke on every word. Would it be worthwhile to just sit down? Show your face, you're the party girl. 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 Show your face, you're the party girl.
This might lead to no more sis, but if I wanna get close to you, next to you, close to you. Try to make you move. Only wanna do it with you. That's how I do it. Music playing